Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart, breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart. Shook me to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked up ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. My name is Resorty, and to you, one and all, I say hello, friends. How's it going? Welcome. Hope things are good for you today. It's a lovely Sunday evening for most of you. Here, bright and shiny Monday morning, a new week beginning. Hoping you're going a-okay. It's been a relaxing weekend, relaxing day off for me. Hopefully the same for you. Let's say some, words are hard. Let's say some hellos real quick and then come back together and see how things are going. First of all, Jim, thank you so much. That's right. Jim, here's your finger of justice. Jim, I don't know why I came across that way, but Jim, thank you for the generous resubscription. Young man. Thank you for the 19 months of subscribing. That tier 2 really helps. I appreciate you being with us. Yeah, new gestures. Not sure what that one is. Anyway, it's swashbuckling. Hello to you, Elsadell. Do we end up buying the expensive giant pillow thing? Yes. Part of this weekend is Noms and I went down to Shibuya, the big, exciting part of Tokyo. I went to the Yogibo store and showroom. They have a whole floor that is nothing but these giant bean-baggy pillow kinds of things. And Noms and I spent about 45 minutes trying different Yogibos. They have a premium line, they have a waterproof line, and yeah, we ultimately ended up buying a couple of them together. They're in the mail or will be soon, and so once they get here, we'll take photos for you, and Noms is very happy with their Christmas gift, so it should be a good thing, I think. Hello, Rocks Live. Hello, Hip People Guy. Hello to Yarotaro. Hello to you, Core. Hello to you, Elstil again. Steve, hello, my friend. Axe, how's it going? Welcome in Pepper and Windsor and HPG and Dami and Marks and all the rest. Good to have you with us. Will there be a picture of Cat Fritz on the Yogibo? See, they sell dog bed Yogibos, but they do not sell cat Yogibos. And I think that's because their little claws probably poke on down into the surface and break it open, and then the beans go spilling out. I don't know, but yes, we could try to stage a picture of Fritz on the big beanbag chair. But yeah, I mean, they feel like fuller beanbag chairs, but they also I don't know how to talk about sitting down, but they're like a fuller beanbag, but also more pliable or pliant in some way. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a picture of myself like pushing into it. Though again, I'm sure you can find photos and videos online. Yogibo, spelled as pronounced. There you go. Hello, Freak. The cat sleepover they like. It's true. That said, I don't think Fritz will like it. It's not obviously flat. Fritz is not a cat who jams himself into little positions here and there. He doesn't get inside of boxes, for instance. He doesn't like hide behind the shelves. He just sits on the couch or on a chair or in his cat bed. Those are the places Fritz likes, and that's about it. So I do miss that about Sasha, my former cat. She would love finding very strange places to sleep, and occasionally I'd have this terrible experience of, oh no, she must have escaped. I can't find her anywhere. And invariably she would find a new place to sleep, and I'd be so delighted when I find her. I think one time, though, it took me more than half an hour in my prior house when I learned that my dresser, the place where I kept my clothes, actually had a hidden compartment around and under the backside. And she discovered it, and she was sleeping in there, and she was so pleased with herself to have a hiding place. But I was terrified that she ran away. It was horrible. Speaking of horrible things, my friends, this weekend, the Wrexham match was canceled. Oh no, how can you have a good weekend with no football match? It was terrible, terrible, terrible. And they announced the canceled match or postponed match so late that apparently a whole bunch of home or away supporters had already gotten there and had to drive home again. Oh, so sad. It was fine though. Definitely a waterlogged pitch is no place to play. But definitely it's one of my high points of the weekend that I really look forward to trying and enjoying. I'd already bought my snacks. Every single match, I have the exact same kind of bag of strawberry trail mix. I tried to find a photo online for you all of this thing. I can't find it though. Next week I'll show you. But I had my strawberry trail mix ready. I had my mug of coffee ready so that I could stay up till 2 a.m. watching this thing, and then canceled. Oh well. That's okay. It means we got to bed at a reasonable hour instead, and that's probably for the best also. Corey asked, are there any reasonable sellers of Yogi-Bos on Amazon? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I know they're sold at stores other than the official Yogi-Bo store here in Japan. I think they're sold by Bic Camera. I think they're sold by Muji, possibly. But as far as getting them internationally, I can buy you one if you really want. If you're willing to pay for the cost of shipping and the thing, I can definitely help you get things from Japan. I've thought about starting up a little side hustle about getting people fun anime things. I think our recent purchase of Mr. Donut's Pokemon, there's Pokemon donuts here, it's amazing, came with a little sticker, and on the sticker, on the sticker's casing, it said, "Not for resale." And I said to myself, I could resell this. I could. But I've already heard that if there's anything worth exporting from Japan for people to enjoy around the world, it's already being done. So instead, I tend to buy things for friends. I've got one friend who's really into anime, and so he asked me occasionally to pick up this exclusive this, and that item that he can't get in the US and send it to him. I'm glad to do that because of a friend. So yeah, you all are friends too, so if you want anything and I can help you out, let me know. I don't mind doing that at all, for sure. Jim, I read you got a new suit. Congratulations. Every time I walk past the suit store, I think to myself, is it time for the new suit? Not yet. One of these days, though. Hopefully your new suit's awesome. Hopefully you enjoy its feel and got a nice tie also. I'm sure you look amazingly dapper all the way. Other than that, what I got for you? Oh, here's one thing. Here's one thing I got for you. Noms has brought evil into our home. Noms has brought absolute terrible addiction to our home because Noms came home with... That's Fritz. Noms came home with Fritz. Now, where is it? Noms came home with Tetris for the Switch. And it has been so much fun, but an absolute temptation. And so over the weekend, I was doing grading because the students have started turning things in, of course, end of term papers. And I had to make a deal with myself that I could play one round of Tetris and then go grade one paper, and then one round of Tetris over and over again. She had a game called Tetris Effect, I believe. Is that right? Yes. And so it looks so different, and it is so different from classic Tetris. So back when I was but a boy, I had a Game Boy with Tetris in that. It was very standard, and played the nice do nice Russian music. This one though has amazing, I don't know, contemporary music. Is it trance? I've got no idea what these words mean. House? Who knows? And yeah, when you get yourself the Tetrises, the giant all 4 blocks at once, all 4 lines cleared at once, the background lights up so beautifully, and the whole thing is meant to be, as you see on the far right here, very spiritual and a way of connecting you with the one. Maybe, I have no idea, but it still gets faster and faster and faster. And so for me, I don't find it relaxing at all after about the 4th level. Now, luckily it does include a classic mode, and in the classic mode, things ramp up much more slowly, and I do find it somewhat, focusing and relaxing. But man, when it's flying, speed 8, speed 9 for me, I just think, well, it's all over now. It was a good run. Apparently there is an endless mode, though, if you want to. You can do an endless mode in which it stays at the exact same speed all the way through. If you just want to waste 4 or 5 hours, you can definitely do that. Hey, Dogberry, you're pretty bad at Tetris, but great at Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario. You can't do spatial patterns, you can do color patterns. Yeah, this is a place where Noms and I really, really differ. Noms has amazingly good geometric reasoning, or geometric awareness, where when a little piece starts falling, she immediately knows what it will look in rotation, and so can slot it in while changing its directionality. For me, though, I've got to rotate it intentionally in my head. And so, especially the ones that are the L shapes, which are mirrored, as it's coming down, I have to rotate it through its shapes, in my head at least, in order to see where it should go. And it makes me a very, very slow player. But Noms instantaneously knows how it fits. A similar version of this is when we're doing the crossword. If Noms guesses an answer, she knows immediately, as she's saying it, how many letters the answer has in it. For me, I have no idea. If it's more than 2 or 3 letters, I've got to go, okay, B, A, Q, right? I go through all of the letters until I get 9 or something. She knows immediately it's 9. This is so different to me. Absolutely different. Have I seen vids of people playing Tetris Grandmasters game? I'm not sure about that in particular. I have seen people playing Tetris incredibly quickly. And it seems like in one smooth movement, they're rotating the piece and shifting into position while holding down the speedy movement button. It's just absolutely legitimately so different from how I think. With that said, apparently this weekend on Radiolab, the podcast, they profiled a man, and this sounds ridiculous, they profiled a man who's able to do 4 separate things in mentation simultaneously. 4 separate mental tracks at the same time. And when my wife told me about this, I said, I don't even know how to think about that. And so apparently what they did to test this guy is they gave him and some world-renowned conductor sheet music for a whole orchestral piece. Not one piece of sheet music, but 4 of them. And then gave them a week or 2 to read through and learn these scores. And then separately they tested the conductor and this guy. And they said, here's the beat, whatever it is. Please begin playing this in your head. Thinking about the line of this piece. And after about 15 seconds, they stopped and said, please start singing the melody from that point. And the conductor and the fellow could both do it. They could both maintain the beat silently with themselves and know where they were in the composition. They then started a second test, both the conductor and this guy separately, to do the same thing, start after 15 seconds. They didn't say start singing. They said, please start at the same time this second orchestral piece. So simultaneously attend to the one you started 15 seconds ago and this new one at the same time. And the conductor immediately dropped out, said there's no way to do that. But apparently they continued adding on to 4 orchestral pieces at the same time, and then asked him to stop each of them at certain points while continuing the others. And then after they were done stopping all of them, had him sing each one from the place it was in the score, and he got them dead on right. And I hear this story, and I start thinking, okay, what are the simplest songs I know? I guess Jingle Bells and Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I can, of course, play one in my head. I can dashing through the stone, and this kind of thing. But the moment I start adding in the second piece, it just falls apart. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I don't have the name of the person, but again, he was on the podcast Radiolab put together. I think it was this past weekend, so it's probably up. If you look up the podcast, it'll be whoever the most recent one is. But yeah, apparently what this guy does as a profession is he does really complex ragtime music. As you might know about ragtime music on piano, it's often the right hand and left hand are working independently of each other. And he can do this very, very easily, while also having a totally normal conversation about basically anything, as opposed to a pre-recorded, prepared patter. He just talks about what he wants to talk about, which again is so cool, but also so different from anything that I have ever been able to do. And I usually like thinking about these, what do we learn about ourselves from people who have very different kinds of mentality, very different kinds of ways of engaging in the world. And I honestly don't know what to learn from this guy, other than, wow, humans are really amazing. Because his way of approaching the world is so fully different from my way of approaching the world. But there you go, weird stuff in the world. It reminds me, of course, of the old story of Phineas Gage. You probably know about Phineas Gage. He was apparently I can't remember which direction it goes. So either he was a very kind man, who was like a good family man, etc., and then he was working on the railroad and had an explosion that caused a railroad spike to fire through the middle of his head, splitting his brain in two. And he lived afterwards. He was just fine, except his personality changed entirely. He went either from being very kind to very mean, or vice versa. And there were other changes to Phineas Gage's life. But it's one of these like standard stories talked about in cognitive science and neuropsych and so on, about the, obviously the way in which our brains are constructed affects who we are and how we are. And it's crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. Corey, you've heard Radiolab before, but never heard any of the shows. Yeah, I kind of dislike Radiolab, as I've mentioned before, because they have so many random sound effects. Like, they'll be going along, telling a story, and then beep, boop, beep, boop, like you're in a lab or something. And I find this absolutely maddening, because I'm focusing on the story, I'm focusing on the words, and then suddenly, random sounds. But Noms really likes that particular podcast and podcasts in general. Dogberry, you've never heard of Phineas Gage, but you're aware that dementia can alter personality as well. Yeah, I mean, definitely, whatever we are as humans is deeply connected to the state of our body and the things our body does, and obviously the brain and degradation or improvement as much that as anything else. That's kind of amazing, but also terrifying, right? Whatever I am is a function of whatever's happening in here. If it gets jostled too hard, goodbye Resorty. So, I don't know. Actually, sure, it wasn't spiked with a metal rod. I apologize, Darby. I apologize for misremembering what kind of metal piece went through Phineas Gage's head. There was something in there. The flesh is weak. It's true. Yeah, it's something that, I think occasionally I talk to my students about. It's very easy to think, we got the science thing figured out. We got medicine. We got the steam engine and all the rest. But we are fundamentally a pretty vulnerable little creature. We're very lucky to be around. I've mentioned before, there's fairly recent research that suggests there was a population bottleneck a very long time ago, in which there are probably fewer than 10,000 creatures like us left on the entire Earth. And 10,000 is not very many. And so had something slightly worse happened, we wouldn't be here at all. And that's so amazing. When you think now, from those 10,000 people, you have, what, billions? 8 billion? The numbers just keep climbing. We're like little petri dish, filling up with all the bacteria. That's what we do here. But anyway, I did not plan to talk about that, but there you go. Some stories about some stories. Past that, though, let's talk about the weekend a little bit. So the weekend was not only consumed by lots and lots of Tetris and grading and not Wrexham, but also we went and did a few things. So let me go ahead and show you some pictures. I honestly don't recall in what orders the pictures appear. Let's see. Oh, this didn't happen this weekend, but my father sent this picture, thinking I would enjoy seeing it, but also thinking that you all might enjoy seeing it too. This is a photograph, of course, of one Resorty. I'm second from the right there. You may notice me with my lovely vest and tie. One Resorty with, of course, Jimmy Carter and Rosalind Carter Of course, Rosalind Carter died a week and a half ago, I think, and Jimmy Carter is in hospice. But that was a fun little memory of my boyhood. We went down to Plains, Georgia, which is where Jimmy lives, or yes, Jimmy still lives there, and went to his Sunday sermon, or Sunday school rather. So Jimmy Carter goes to the local church and has for a very long time, and he does Sunday school on whatever, passage of the week it is. And obviously a very compelling speaker rather. In that picture, I was probably, 17, 18 maybe, something like that. My brother does not want me to show this picture, I assume, because he's on the far right there, and, looking a little nerdy. And my little brother is now, this long-haired, tattooed guy who is in some measure very, very different than I am. But he's definitely on the younger side there. But it was a great moment, and I was so grateful for my dad to take me down there, and it was a cool thing. So there you go. That's photo number 1. Everyone has their awkward teen years. Yeah, but we don't tend to broadcast them on Twitch.tv. All right, I think the next photo is on Saturday's stream. I said, we're going to Shibuya. This place has an infinite number of people, or nigh infinite number. And Nam said, oh, it's not that busy. So I'd like you to decide, is this area busy? What do you think? This is the main crosswalk in Shibuya. That's a whole horde of Japanese people. You can still see the ground. Well, let me help you here. So, this is us waiting to go into the crosswalk. And then this is us in the crosswalk. I guess you can still see a little bit of ground to the bottom right there. But yeah, it's a lot of people. It's Times Square level busy. So that is the thing. I did take the picture at the busiest moment of our time in Shibuya. This is the famous Shibuya Scramble, in which it is the busiest crosswalk in the entire world. It is the crosswalk that the most people go through every single time. Apparently upwards of 3,000 people every single time it goes. What is this music? What happened to my precious piano music? Oh, I hope that stops. But yeah, this is the busiest crosswalk in the world. More than 3,000 people every single time. And those of you saying you get anxiety even looking at it, yeah, can you imagine what it is to go through it? So, until I got my meds sorted out recently, I would not go near this place. Now, though, I'm okay. Though, yeah, as you see, people are going in all directions at once. And so, it is a little bit crazy. A little bit absolutely crazy. And yeah, glad to be home again. Hey, HPG, did I drop some frames there? Not on my end. Oh, I just remembered. The end of Saturday's stream was an absolute disaster, wasn't it? The end of Saturday's stream was very much like, the internet has become unstable. And to the best of my hunting and researching, our local internet has been totally stable for the past months. And so I think Twitch may have had a lag weirdness. But yeah, end of Saturday's stream was, I'm here for an hour. Well, goodbye. So hopefully today is back in good shape again. The reason we're in Shibuya, though, was a couple different things. Number one, we went and bought those Yogi-Bo I mentioned. Pictures on that in a while. Number two, we went to the Loft store. Many of you know Loft is a place that has so much stationery and pens and just lots and lots of crafty, fun kinds of things. Crafty fun. And Nam's looked through so much of it, and it is so busy on a Saturday. Not quite Shibuya Scramble busy, but I stayed with her for a while, letting her look at this and that, and I looked next to her, like, oh, interesting. And then at a certain point I said, well, sweetie, I'm gonna go stand outside now, because the entire time that I'm standing next to her, some other person wants to look at that shelf. I'm like, well, I'm not really looking. I'm just kind of in the way. And so I wandered freely looking at this and that. But no matter where I went, I was in the way. And so I went and stood outside like a dum-dum and, read my book. I brought a book along for the trip, of course. And that was fine. That was fine, but that's how it went. Friends, we have an ad running in just a moment here. If you're an ad watcher, thank you. I'll just be talking about the weekend a little bit more, and then we'll get to our game pretty soon. So thanks for being here. Definitely. The main reason we went to Shibuya, though, the number one reason is there was a little craft show. That's not the word, art show. And this art show was called Oh, it's so bright. My apologies to those of you who have eyes. Called Accidentally Wes Anderson. And this is an Instagram page in which people take photos around the world of buildings and locations and so on that they believe should be in a Wes Anderson film, but are not constructed for a Wes Anderson film. And so, yeah, you can see the upper left-hand corner here that this is, I don't have an account. If I click on this, will it work? No, unfortunately not. So upper left-hand corner here, you see the promotional flyer for the art museum show we went to. And yeah, there's all these pictures of things that could be a setting for a Wes Anderson film. They took 300 of the pictures from this page and hung them on the walls. And it was someone at the door. Who would be at the door today? I don't know. Let's ignore it. So, yeah, so many pictures of just really cool buildings around the world, all set in really, careful photo taking. And I think the one thing I want to say about why they perhaps don't belong in a Wes Anderson film is they're all so empty. As far as we can go, apparently. They're all so empty, unfortunately. And it loses a certain kind of joy if it's just like the outer element or these chairs with no one inside of them. There's a big book of them also, a big book of these publications with a little note from Wes Anderson that says, I now know what it is to be accidentally Wes Anderson. I'm working on being deliberately him now, which I think is a perfect and wonderful phrasing. So yeah, it was a great show. Really enjoyed seeing the many areas they picked up. They had one whole room of the show that was just pictures of trains. And then one whole area that was just pictures of ski lifts or funiculars and so on. And then one whole room that was Americana. And for the first time in Japan, I had the experience of, I kind of miss the US. I find myself just being a little bit homesick because a lot of the photos in the Americana area were just various Midwestern small towns that were kind of in disrepair. Like, oh, I know those places. And then I got to a particular picture. This one, one second. This one, nope. Did I actually not upload it? Well, that story doesn't work terribly well. Okay, one moment. I had the perfect segue ready, and then I kind of forgot about it. Alright, let's grab it here. So, this picture right here, they're saying belongs in a Wes Anderson film. Fine, whatever. This picture here is of a building that's about 15 minutes, maybe only 10 minutes, from the hospital where I was born. And so I looked at that and said, is that in Batavia, Illinois? And it is. And that was the weirdest thing. I'm over here in Tokyo, and hanging on the wall of an art museum is a photograph taken basically in my hometown. And in that moment, I was like, wow, I am very far away, but also very close by. And yeah, it's the one place I took a picture of an artwork there. Because this is one thing I actually didn't enjoy. As we were entering the gallery, it said, photo taking is encouraged. And you don't need to tell the Japanese this, because generally speaking, young Japanese women especially love taking photos. And they love taking photos of each other doing things. And so all the way through this entire gallery was people taking pictures of one another looking at the artwork. And then there was a guy who was going from every single photograph, taking a photo after a photo after a photo, one right after another. And so it really gummed up the works. There was not a smooth flow of traffic. It's lovely to be, inclusive and say, hey, photography's great, but it needs to be within reason. Like, one photo, what I do, that's fine. But if it's every single thing, then you have to like awkwardly wait in line for people to finish their own artistry. But it was really nice. It was a good activity. We really enjoyed it. And as I said before, this is one of my favorite things about living in a big city, is that we just get to go explore, really really nice exhibits. Living in small town Nebraska, there was a local art studio. The students put things up. I loved seeing their work, but it's a little bit different than going to a giant art museum in Tokyo. So there you go. Those are some stories about the weekend. I should mention now that not this week nor next week, but the week round about Christmas, I think just before Christmas, maybe the 22nd to the 23rd, something like that. Noms and I are going on a short vacation to an area called Nikko, which is up in the north, and we'll be there just for 2 days, I believe, so there will be some missing streams, but with that said, it won't be too many missed streams, and it's very, very good for us to take a little vacation outside of town. We'll probably do the same thing in January also, just, again, a few days, because we don't want to leave Fritz alone, and we have some friends who are going to come and take after him, or look after him, give him food and interact, but at the same time, I don't think Fritz is going to do well without us, possibly me in particular, because we've had other people look after him. When we come back home, Fritz sort of cuddles up against me and then never wants me to go away again, and I do feel a bit of a jerk, but it's how it goes, We've also had times where we've had someone come stay with the cat, not here, but back in the US, and that's not good enough either. I think it's, if we're not around, he has a real hard time, so that does limit our vacationing. Noms has talked that her great bucket list idea, the one thing she wants to do more than anything else, is someday she wants to thru hike on one of the major trails in the US, possibly the Appalachian, but we'll see past that. And that's months and months and months, maybe 3 months or so of being out there hiking. And I'd like to do it with her whenever this happens, probably in a very long time. But we've said pretty clearly we cannot do that while we have pets. It's just not fair to them. And the idea of bringing a cat on the big hike seems like a pretty dumb idea. So I think every time that we consider should we get more cats, we're probably deciding on, are we this time, the next 13, 14 years, will we go for our big hike? And I don't think so. I think it'll probably be when we're in our 50s or so. But we do want to make sure we do it before we get too old. And 50s is probably not that age, but there will be some point where, oh gosh, hiking is now basically impossible. And it'd be so sad for me if Namda's one big bucket list item just can't be done because we've aged out of it. In the same way, my one big bucket list item is going and seeing a turtle before it dies. We'll see. Too old? You thought I was 27? You don't think I'm 27. I am 40 years old. But it's very sweet of you to lie to me, Strats. Very, very kind. Lady D, you're absolutely right. Our pets do guilt us. Now, I don't think Fritz means it. I think Fritz is absolutely just very, very, very happy with me. We've had some great times. He's been in my life since he was tiny little baby. And, that's been very good for me and for us. And, yeah. Oh, I have one more story. This is the funniest thing that's happened this year, I do believe. And we're in December, and so it's a late entrant. My friends, yesterday, mid-afternoon, I got an email from a student, hello Jonah, that began this way. So, I was watching the VOD. From the other day, and you mentioned that you're going to be doing an independent study with the student body president. I want to join too. So I wrote back and said, cool, Jonah, let's get you in that thing as well. But Jonah said after the finals are done, he'll take a more active part in the channel, and I'm so much looking forward to that. But yeah, there are now some students taking a little bit more of an active role in the channel, which is very cool. But it was this moment of, oh no, what have I done? And I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Gary, you say, what about me getting a bird or a turtle because they live a long time? Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with getting animals that will be with me for a long time. I think I'd feel bad getting an animal that I know will outlive me, because then I'm saying someone else has to deal with this after I'm gone. And I don't have anyone in my life right now I'd feel comfortable saying, you are in charge of the turtle, etc. Because it is then setting an obligation for another. But the turtle I want to go see is Jonathan the tortoise. Lives on a little island in the middle of the Atlantic, I believe. Is 212 years old or so. I just want to go say hi, and we'll see what's possible. We'll see. I had one more story, I think. Can I recall what it was? It was about students. Oh, it's this. It's actually this. So I had a student that wrote something really fascinating in her final paper about one thing she liked about the class this term. One thing she grew is thinking about how things could be different, right? That she got really stuck in a certain way of, like, this is how the world must be. It's what it's going to be forever. And I said at one point, imagine 1,000 years from now, will we be living the exact same life we have all the way through? And of course not, because 1,000 years ago, we lived a very different kind of life, we humans. And so she was talking about how meaningful this was and how she made her think new thoughts and so on. And I realized I have a book I read maybe a couple months back about American utopianism and the various kinds of people who have said, oh, let's go make a different world out on the frontier. Let's move to rural Indiana and start a commune to change the world, right? And all of these ultimately have failed. They weren't successful on their own terms. But the author takes a road trip to all these different places and writes about the idea of utopianism in general. And so I want to give her this book. So I wrote her an email saying, I have this book I want to give you. Feel no obligation to read it because gifts with obligations aren't gifts. Will you be around right now so I can give it to you? Or are you here in the spring? And she wrote back saying, I'll actually be here for all of winter break. Fine, cool, whatever. But I realized that 40% of the students here are Americans. And 20% of the students here are not Japanese citizens on top of those Americans, which means the school I teach at has something like a 60% international student body. And some of them can afford to fly back home to the US or wherever else they're from. This is really expensive. And so I think at many of the other schools I've been part of, there's been some kind of over the winter activity for the students who are stuck here. And I realized we do absolutely nothing. We as a school do absolutely nothing for the students who are stuck here during the holidays. And I'm gonna try to fix that, I think. I don't know if it's doable. I don't know if I can figure it out. But yeah, just the idea of our students being, kind of alone and lonely. Now, Tokyo is a really big city. There's lots of things to do. Many of them live in their own apartments, probably have their own lives. But I can imagine myself, like, I never went home for Thanksgiving break when I was undergrad. And I just kind of sat in my dorm room and played video games. And it was very, like, relaxing and fun for a little bit. But I was like, oh, man, people are doing holidays and I'm not. So I'm hoping, not this year, but next year, that we can have some big old, like, resorties holiday event. I don't know how that will go. I think the president will be opposed to it, but who knows? We'll see how it is. And so I've been trying to invite individual students to get meals over the break. I've actually got one today at 1 p.m. As a way of just trying to show them that they're still connected to a community, even though they're very far away. So we'll see. I can't imagine what it is to be, very, very far from the people you care about and not have anything in particular you should be doing. Like, I think often when we're far away from people, we're doing a conference or we're doing work or we're doing school. But those long breaks, that month-long break, maybe it's very different. So who knows? Hey, Core, you look more into Yogibo. It's created in New Hampshire. Really? So from New Hampshire is where they make these Yogibo things. These really comfortable beanbag chairs. With the name Yogibo, right? Yogibo, those are all easily expressible in Japanese. So I thought those were a Japanese company. But cool, New Hampshire. I'm guessing there's probably an American store you can go to, or an American website at least. So awesome. This stream is now sponsored by Yogibo, contemporary beanbag chairs for people like you. That's good. I should definitely reach out and say, hello friends, I've sold a bag. Give me money. It'd be good. It'd be good. Ned Griffin, I'm glad to hear that. It's good to see you also. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, I think that's enough chit-chatting. I think that's enough opening blather today. Thank you for hanging out during it. I suppose I owe you all one apology. One apology goes this way. I saw on Discord that more than a couple of you have purchased Against the Storm because I seem to be having fun with it. And you all are now apparently spending hours and hours and hours of your life just playing map after map after map. And I'm so happy to see that. But my apologies for the things you meant to get done this weekend. So, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to play some more. Not sure how many days we'll do this one. But I am, getting an absolute kick out of it, and so we'll continue on at least for a little while here. I do want to play that new Warhammer 40k game when it comes out, but we'll see. Maybe it's already out. I'm not sure. They could give me a cut of the sales. Yeah, RimWorld is still the game that I've sold the most copies of, I'm sure, but it's fine. I think the people who publish this are let's see. The people who publish this are Hooded Horse apparently, and they're a games company. I think it's a little smaller, but I've enjoyed many of the games they've put out, especially this one. So it's one of those companies I keep an eye on, and when they release new things, I'm very pleased. Gary, you have seen people streaming Rogue Trader. Okay, cool. In that case, it's either out already or there's early access on it. If you're a big enough streamer and you play that kind of game, you can often get early access to build up the hype. Ned Griffin, you have 60 hours in Dotage now? It's amazing. Yeah, I find that many of the games I play, people just absolutely love and try it themselves. That's a very cool feeling. Oh, Rogue Trader's been out for a few days since last week. Well, in that case, let's stop doing this one. No, I'm excited for this. Let's do some more. So, out since the 7th. Okay, cool. Is it fun? Those of you who have watched it, does Rogue Trader seem like a game that I'd enjoy, that you enjoy? How does it stream? Tell me things that I should go research myself. tell me what I should know, please and thanks. All right, I believe we're actually in the middle of a map right now. I believe it's our first map. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's our first map of this playthrough. And over the weekend, I remembered something very important, and that is the existence of these two bars right here. The blue bar must fill up all the way. Must fill up all the way before the red bar gets all the way over here. Left and right are very confusing, but you'll see on the far side this way, that blue part over there is right now farther along than the red bar is. So we're doing pretty well. The number one way to build that blue bar, though, is by making your residents happy. So when the little green line here gets up to the blue line there, they then start producing more and more reputation points. And as of right now, none of them are happy enough. So we gotta work on that. We gotta make them happy, hopefully. Rogue Trader is fun. I might enjoy it. I don't think I'll enjoy streaming it for too long. In that case, I'll probably wait for a sale. Unless it's getting substantial numbers on Twitch. I'll have to look into that at some point. But cool. Thank you for letting me know, and we'll check it out. All right. What on earth was I doing? You'll see in the top corner here, upper right-hand corner, that we have a whole bunch of jobs that are nearly finished. We must make one more pack of building materials to finish a quest. That quest will then unlock a new building, and that will be good. Right now we're engaged in Rage of the Forest, which I think means we're currently finishing one of these events. Yeah, we just started. We have 50 seconds left. When this crypt, this shrine is fully looted, we'll then get ourselves an ancient artifact. So +3 resolve to everybody. And that'd be a good thing. Lady D says, unless it's a game you're totally gaga for, you always wait for a sale. Yeah, there's a Reddit community called Patient Gamers, I believe. and patient gamers are the people who will wait and wait and wait nigh eternally for games to come out eventually on sale. They see no reason to buy it early because the game will still be fun late. What's this here? What's this here? A rain punk drill. So right now, some of my little lizard friends are heading over to fix this. When fixed, we get some more coal. We currently have 2 mining coal locations. We haven't built any of them yet. Mining coal locations, not mining co-locations, where you do your Bitcoin mining on the cloud. Also, we discovered our first fields here. During the drizzly season, which we're in right now, we get a bonus to planting for opening up additional small glades. So we want to open more small glades. Unfortunately, when it comes to planting, we do have a farm. Oh, never mind. I forgot we unlocked a farm. We need to get 2 more wood for that, and then we'll get that going. You hear Bitcoin's going up again? We do not speak of Bitcoin in this family. I'll have to tell the Bitcoin story. I've got one and only one Bitcoin story, and boy howdy, it's a story of absolute woe and heartache. The first part of this game is me remembering where I've done things so far. So I need to make more wood pieces. I know I can make planks here, but I can't recall if I have another wood chopping location. I don't think I do. Also, we see people are unemployed, but this house is currently being built. I'm going to move someone back to here just to make more planks so we can build the farm next. Cool. Hey, Slivers, thank you much for happy lots of fun months. 71 months at tier 3. 71 months. My goodness, Slivers. Thanks for being part of the community, and yeah, thank you much for the financial side too. It's very, very kind to you all the way through. And you brought Spracknel in, and you tell me about board games, all good. All right. Oh, here's you. Freak, thank you. So the U key will show me where things are being made. Also, I have a student this term named Yuki. So the U key will show me what's being made and where. I was curious about planks in particular. So we can currently make 1, I believe, which means it's only being made. Wait, how do I figure out where it's being made? Oh, there we go. We clicked it. There is a carpenter. No, we can build a carpenter if we want to. Okay. Carpenter would be good instead of that thing. Throw out here. Good. What's my Bitcoin story? Do you all really want to hear my Bitcoin story again? So this is the thing. I have like 1 Bitcoin story. I have 1 WWE story. I have almost like no stories on these topics, unfortunately. But if you're into it, I can try. So when the carpenter shop is built here, it takes planks to make, unfortunately. So the ongoing planks getting made here will help us. Move Lizard over to help with that. I had a Bitcoin, I sold it early, made me sad. The Bitcoin story is more complex than that, my friend. It's a little bit more complex than that one. Give Bitcoin story? Okay, here we go. So once upon a time, I owned some Bitcoin. I ended up buying, I think, 2 Bitcoin. And I held it, and I was enjoying my Bitcoin. Everything's good, numbers go up. And then an ex-girlfriend, who I was still a little sweet on, reached out to me and said, Resorty, I'm having trouble paying my bills. Would you mind helping me by giving me like $700 for rent this month? And because I was still a little sweet on her, I said to myself, oh, this is a way for us to get back together again. And so I sold my 2 Bitcoin for about $900 in total. And I gave her the money to pay her rent, and she never talked to me again and never paid me back. And that's the end of my Bitcoin story. Good. Well, at least we finished getting our packs of building materials. All right, that makes the queen happy. The blue bar goes up. And then we can choose a new building. So we have a carpenter already to make lumber. You'll notice now that I'm continuing to not speak about this because my little head will explode in fury. I I don't think we need any of these urgently, so I'm gonna save these right here. Hey, Nova Stark, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate that, Nova. How long was that before Bitcoin blew up? About 3 years. I had decided that I was going to sell my Bitcoin when it hits $10,000 of Bitcoin. And that's fine, right? That's fine, whatever. It got well past that, but that was my number. Because I bought it when it was fairly inexpensive, whatever. And yeah, fine. Again, the bad part of the story is just that she never spoke to me again. That was the end of our interacting. Feels bad, man, feels bad. Maybe Bitcoin never would have blown up if I had not sold it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look here with your counterfactuals, my friend. We gotta get the house built before the rainy season comes. Luckily, it's a peaceful season first. Yeah, I think many of us have Bitcoin sadness stories, and so I shouldn't get too bummed out about it. It feels bad, man. It feels bad. The stone cutter is done here. I don't think there's any other stone to harvest. Let me grab it, though, and drag it around and see. I meant to open small glades during Drizzly, but I got myself distracted. Hey, look at this! There's clay right here, and clay equals bricks. So they'll move on over there, they'll get to work. Also, an herbalist camp is done. Herbalist camp cannot pick the tasty broccoli there, nor can the trapper's camp. So, trapper's camp actually has some food right next door. I think I hesitated to send my little lizard outside of Forge Lane. Forge area, rather. So we need to make it, not Forge, sorry, Hearth, rather. We need to make a new one up this way soon enough. I'm actually going to destroy you for right now. Because when destroying, I believe you get things back. Yes. Okay. Lots of free people now. The Hearth goes to here. So I want to clear in this direction to get us access to, access to additional space for a hearth to go. And the farm goes there also. I was working on something else. Hey, humans are happy. So humans are happy enough that we're currently getting how many points? 0.2. 0.2 per minute. So it'll keep on climbing very nicely. Farm goes here. If it goes here instead, it can reach all of the tiles. We prefer that. So rotate like what? Like so. And then we'll build a magic road out. Beautiful. The humans are happy about enough houses. That's true. That's really surprising. One more is being built right here. Then everyone will get into the house. I ended up marrying Noms. If I got to the ex-girlfriend, I would not have married Noms. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, maybe I should end the little Bitcoin story with, but I'm happy having married my wife, because that is 100% true. I just think this story is funnier if I don't include that part. Also, we haven't yet built up the roads to stone roads. I'm going to do that because clearly it's a case that folks running around a little faster would be a very nice improvement. I think it's relatively cheap also, just stones. Is this game a successor to Warcraft StarCraft? I mean, it looks very much Warcrafty. In this case, though, you never get attacked, and so there's no concern of how awful will the world be if one ends up not being able to defend the base. It's instead a logistics game primarily. Stop making planks here. I'm going to deactivate you for right now. We want to open up 2 more glades, which will finish 2 missions at once. Also, people wish to join us. So, I have no missions right now that require having more folks. Some food or some pipes. Pipes install rain puck engines to build geyser pumps. I don't know if I need that. These are going okay right now. I'll take the food, though. And then, have I unlocked any special houses yet? I have human houses. Happy humans with happy human houses. Yes, yes, yes. So these hold, I believe, 2 people. We need 7 of them. 7 of them. Okay. Well, There are two of them. Actually, if I move that over, it would fit correctly. Didn't think it quite would. Is there a copy button? I don't see one. So, one more human house. And now that we have our carpenter going, we'll get planks much... Now that we have our carpenter going, we'll get planks much more quickly, and some tools also. I want to make only a total of 10 tools, because we don't use them very often, but having more could be good. Hey, Chris, welcome back. How's it going? Shift or building with nothing selected. Oh, I thought you copy. Freak, how do you know all the hotkeys? Do you do the thing of, reading? Are you a reader? That's my question here. Herbalist Camp, do I have more things for you? A Marty McParty, and also Helestus. Thank you both for the follows. I really appreciate that a bunch. I got another Herbalist Camp, and I believe we have no more herbs to collect. So, destroy. Cool. Now, a couple quick things. Number one, I want to find some more baby glades. Isn't Glade an air freshening product? I think it is. Bring me the baby glades. Okay, woodcutter, I'm going to shift you out this way so that we can get into that glade there. As right now, I think we only have 3 woodcutters working. We got to make sure we don't have too many of them going when we get to the next phase here in a minute 40 or so. Nice. This little part here offends me. I don't quite know why it exists. The farm. So the farm goes up. We make farm fields as well. And I believe it's the case that the farmers are preferred to be humans. Yes, they are. Corey, you're starting a new job tomorrow. Training until January 2nd. You got another job offer to January 11th. Oh, you're going to do paid training and then take the new job. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I think you're concerned rightly about a kind of deception. If someone's training you, shouldn't you then pay them back for the training by doing your job? On the other hand, I mean, So I was going to say, like, market-based systems of employment are monstrosities in some ways. Like, it's a situation where no one is really a winner, and so everyone tends to be, like, openly negotiating and bartering. That's okay. But I think it would make sense to possibly, especially if it's a small business, like if it's a small business with, like, not a huge corporate overhead and profit and so on, then you should probably not do what you're going to do. Or at least be open about it. Go talk to the person. If it's Walmart or something, go wild. Go wild. That's my take at least. Human farm can make veggies or grain. With grain, we can then work on making a biscuit outcome, because biscuits make these two folks happier. I have a lot of things I could be doing right now. I should probably, do some of them. Woodcutter friend, I want you to cut into this small glade here. Possibly after the storm comes. People are unhomed going into the storm. Someone did not make a road to these lovely houses. Oh, whoops. Whoops. We want to go highest priority on these, because getting people in houses really, really, really matters, of course. Priority 2, priority 1, priority 1. And because of that, I'm going to stop making tools. And also, I'm going to turn you back on again to make more planks. And then a trader. What a curious place. I still remember when this land was entirely underwater. Okay, we have a whole bunch of these wildfire essences. I don't know how many of them we need to create a new hearth. Let me look at that first. Which building is hearth building? City buildings, I think? Yes. So, you need to have 2 of them. And putting out here would be super nice. Sure. Not the best placement ever, but functional enough. And we'll try to get that done as soon as the houses are done. Okay. We know now that we can sell a bunch of the fire if we need to. Over here, they don't have biscuits. They do have tea, though. Does anyone like tea especially? Just trying to mix and match the icons here. Looks like no. No one especially cares for tea. We need incense, though, to make our temple go. And I believe I have no place that can make incense. Uh-oh. What's the hotkey for all of my items? Let's find this one real quick. Key bindings. Resource overlay is the B key. Recipes is control. Okay, control? Nope. B? Nope. I don't know. Which one is it? Consumption. It also book at top right? Okay. Behold! Book is the button, thank you. We're curious about incense. Incense is what kind of thing? Consumables? No. Or possibly yes if we have none of it. Yes. So I want to buy incense to make my little temple function. It's $14.50 for all of it. If I sell, say, 6 of those for now, so half what we have to make 2 more of the hearts if need be. That's 15. Buy all the incense. Okay. Okay. I wonder if we're burning our sea marrow. We should be doing that. Ideally. No one wants to buy wood. Outrageous. Alright, let's make a deal. Cool. Now we need to build the temple to make that work. We're only burning coal and sea marrow. Fine. So, temple is needed. I don't think people actually go to the temple. I think it's just a happy bonus for existing at all. Also, the human houses are still not built. They're still lacking lumber. It's possible I haven't really unpaused. I think I've been sitting in pause screen for quite a while here. Right, temple. City buildings. It's quite the big building. It'll fit nicely right here. And this game definitely requires, like, thoughtfulness about where to put one's buildings. That's a good thing. I enjoy that. But it does feel occasionally like I'm not doing the best of jobs and planning ahead. Did we get our little glade open up here yet? No, because I did the thing where you mark every single one of them. And that's definitely a good way to make it very, very slow to get through. We'll start with less there. Oh, fewer there, rather. Need one more. Hey, the storm's here. Okay, so. With the storm, we're actually only at level 1, so not especially terrifying. If I go to my ancient hearth, I can sacrifice 1 bonus sea marrow, and that will... I don't recall exactly what it does. I think it fights off the storm more, though. When the storm's done, we'll stop that. Turning this up does make people a little happier, I think. Nope, no real changes. Anyway, we're burning extra fuel. That's fine. I think these people are probably unhomed during a storm is the issue. So, we've burned through our lumber way too quickly, unfortunately. You're fine. Don't be too sad. Down to 9 points. Oh, it's dropping in a hurry. Everything is horrible. Aw. Oh, you know what? I should probably build a second warehouse. People are going to walk so very far. I believe it is possible to build a second warehouse, isn't it? Small warehouse. Alright, let's go ahead and build more things. More things. This will be better proximity to all these fine places up here. Just weather the storm. Lizard down to 4 resolve for a moment. I stopped my woodcutters. We're still squarely in level 1 there, so that's not a big issue right now. So woodcutters get back to the woodcutting. In 30 seconds, they'll have cut through here. Down to 9. You're okay. I think the lizards being on home is the worst issue. That said, everyone has homes now. Everyone is homed. The further issue is... Okay, so Looming Darkness gives -4. Now -8. I don't know why it's -8. Anyway, we come through again. Things are bad. They could be worse. We'll see, we'll see. Alright. Hearth number 2 online. It's going to burn everything but wood again. Nothing is being sacrificed. You can only sacrifice a big place. Oh, it's -4 per level. So at level 1, it's level 2. You get the multiplier there. That's fine. That's fine. All right. And then Stonecutter here. Just random folks work. Okay. Hopefully this small warehouse helps with getting wood down more quickly. We're going to find another tiny glade to open. This one here looks great. We also want to start getting the coal. So, do we... Oh, tavern also we should make at some point. I forgot we produced the things we need for that. And what's the hydrant? Stores purging fire. Ah, for blight. This map does not have blight, but it comes along eventually. I don't quite remember how it works, but I'm sure we'll discover real soon. Alright, where is the mine? Oh, we just click here, can't we? Yeah, that's how you find it. Bring me the mine. It's all the mine. Okay, so on a paved road, I guess, is better. How many stones do we have right now? 38 and dropping. Blight's based on difficulty, not map type. Okay. I think back when I played this game at early access, I did one Blight map. And it was, you know, aight. Alright, what? Oh. No, these are selected, not finished. Our 2 final orders. So, either we make 20 packs of luxury good, or we have 5 high-value trade routes. I have no trade routes done yet. That could be fun to do. As neither is a permanent bonus, I will go for that one. And then, Utopia. Give everyone food. We don't know how to make pie yet. Or we produce 2 outposts items. And that gives more pie production. Pies might just be wheat plus berries. I can't quite remember. Let's go with this one, as it gives biscuits for happier humans. We need even more human housing. And we're getting closer and closer to finishing this map. The queen is ever more pleased with our good work here. The edge, whoops. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite fit. Wood chopper is not you. So the wood chopper's house or building over here is not being used, I think. Nope. Let's find it. So Alt key will show us woodcutter. Okay. You get moved up this way to cut out that one tree. I see the temple can be activated also. We'll go do that in a moment. All right. And a new glade's open also. We're now at level 2. Things are a little bit worse. Are any negatives affecting us right now? Yeah, so hostility of the forest continues. I thought it was only in storm season. So why are they still getting the negative effect? Huh. Maybe in the clearing it stops. The temple. A place of religion. We can give either religion or education. If we have 3 folks working here, we get Sacrament of the Flame. There's nothing more sacred than a flame in a world soaked with rain. For every 300 seconds spent sacrificing goods to the ancient hearth, hostility is reduced by 20. It's added retroactively. Sacrificing multiple resources at the same time will progress the effects timer faster. Alright, bring me lizards. The lizard wizards are upon us. This will at least give religiosity, which humans like and lizards like. So 2 bonuses, great. Oh, general hostility always increases, but these ones are only during storm. Got it. Trapper's Camp is done. Good job. Do I have more locations for you? Out here we do. They're not being collected, so we'll add that there also. Then we need to open one more glade. Also, we opened a glade. I said I gotta look at that and I totally forgot to do so. So, our new glade is right here. Has 1 small box and some more farming if we want. The small box. If we use some of our tools, we can send it to the Citadel, getting 0.5 reputation, moves closer to our big win. I absolutely want to do that. And I'll send some humans out because they're okay with the cold and such. On this side, we have a root deposit. So more food if need be. I don't think that's super urgent, though. Humans still not happy. They want porridge and biscuits and leisure. The tavern helps with leisure. And then the mine, all mine. So badgers like working on the mine. Where do I have spare badgers not working in wood cutting in particular? They're carpenting. Carpenting also is preferred, though. Okay, so the mine will just be some random folks working. Humans, bring me coal. Okay, as of right now, we're running out of sea marrow and basic wood. Basic wood's no problem. Badgers, do I mean beavers? Are you suggesting I forgot what kind of animals leave my home? How dare you? How dare you suggest that? You might be what's known as absolutely correct. Alright, at the small cache, we investigate. They get to work. You always get to assign haulers since they added them. Wait, what are haulers? When you say you forget to assign them, you're saying Resorty, you've not assigned them. What are haulers? I don't know about these characters. At the big warehouse, haulers. I don't see a position for that person, those people. Maybe they removed them from the game? I'm not sure on that. Is it possible to upgrade this thing also? The hearth layer can go up if people live here and with more decorations. Maybe eventually. Y'all finished chopping all of that. So you're now going to move your home back here to try to get one more tiny glade out. Give you a little road. And then once this is done, we'll do the tavern. Chop, chop. Okay. You know what? Trade routes, pie, skewers. Can't make skewers yet. All right. The queen offers us a cornerstone on this. Another year for ourselves. So the people in your settlement have survived many hardships, bring them closer together. 10% villager speed, 1 resolve for everybody. Deserted caravans. Production speed is faster, traders come more slowly. Or family gratitude. The relatives of the villagers send gifts for treating us well. Gain 40 water skins for every full reputation point. I can make those if need be. For now, though, that 1 global happiness, so good. Which means lizards are now pleased. Excellent. I would like to make a tavern. How about this little corner right here? Show me the tavern building. Please and thanks. Okay, it's in between the 2 hearths. I'm sure it'll keep it nice and warm inside. Just someone build a fire, please. Food looks okay. We're running out of eggs. There are eggs here that are being collected. Cool. We have jerky being made. Hey, the sun is bright again. Happy sun, friends. Happy sun. Okay, we started a new glade opening here. Oh, you know what? I probably need to start making the ale. Produced by the brewery. We have breweries. Brewery. So, did I make a brewery or have I not done so? It is production building? I've not made one yet. So the brewery is necessary for making the alcohol needed for the tavern. I believe then it's made of pots and grain. Alright, pots are made at buildings I don't have. The Stamping Mill, Bakery, Brickyard, Smokehouse. None of the above. Okay. Training gear is used for fighting somewhere. I don't quite recall where. Can I go to something else? I can go in barrels or wineskins also. Barrels it is. We can make barrels at the carpenter, I believe. Nice inside. So carpenter, no barrels. That said, I just saw we can make one here. B is for barrels, provisioner. Nice. And then jerky, no. So nothing here can make porridge as food for humans. Nothing here can make finished skewers. There we go. For now, though, the rain mill makes flour. That gets us closer to making baked goods. Nice. Oh, that first building would make pottery? Well, look here, you. You're absolutely right. What did I just unlock? I know I got the rain mill, the provisioner for barrels, barrels, barrels. That's not quite in place. Spin, spin. Okay. We're heading in the direction of needing another fine hearth out this way, I believe. Yeah, definitely so. This direction's a friendly glade. Evil glade there also. So, y'all are working on this still. We appreciate that. Other woodcutter is here. They're just chopping randomly. So I'm going to move the woodcutter camp here to get myself a new glade. And on stones right now, we're out of bricks. Raw materials, where are you? There's bricks. Or stone. So we have stone, we don't have many bricks. This building can make bricks. Construction spot. Carpenter is making planks now. Cool. Selecting a new ingredient doesn't select the old. Deselect the old one. Oh, that's delightful. I had no idea. Hey, we have water skins also we could have used for the old brewery here. So deselect. Yes, select. Deselect. Yes, select. Pickled goods. We have a bunch of mushrooms. Pickled goods make beavers and lizards both happy. So we'll use mushroom stacks. Apparently not consuming them anywhere else right now. Okay. When that's built, will be in good shape. Human houses are all made. We have 3 humans. Wait, how do you read this thing? There are 4 humans not yet in human housing. 4. The number 4. In case you missed your Sesame Street. 4. That would be 2, correct? 2. Okay. The storm is coming. We're only at level 2 right now. Hey, things are done. 5 more glades. Reputation going. Lizard houses. We have 14 lizards. That could be amazing. Yes. How about badger houses? That one we got new house. That said, we were so close. We're at 12.5 reputation. No one's at high reputation right now, unfortunately. Everyone's kind of bummed out about that. A shame, a shame. And what's this? The obelisk. A mystical stone monument. Unknown runes are carved all over its surface. So if we make an offering here, a pile of incense, we then get the obelisk. Its aesthetic is a bonus aesthetic and decreases hostility. Or tear it down, get some nice stuff. Probably as the storm comes, we shouldn't do anything there. Okay. And you have no trees nearby. I'm gonna have you do no glades, just chop down whatever. Hey, Dorgan, good seeing ya. I will deal with that after the storm. And then, more newcomers. I need stone for making blocks. We haven't got much stone, so it's a lot of people. How about you all come until after the storm? You just hang out there for a little while. And the trade routes. We can now make trade routes if we want to. If we get 5 of these done, something good happens. I can't recall what it is. Good old good things. 2 ruins rebuilt. Is the obelisk a ruin? It doesn't say that it is. No, it's not a ruin. The storm with us. Stop the woodcutting. We're at level 1 then. Good. Burn ye. Some sacrificing coal. Oh, almost low enough. How do I get to 0? Can't sacrifice here. Anything else I can change right now? Throw some villagers out. So things that produce more would be good. I believe we get some bonus. Okay, for every 300 seconds spent sacrificing goods, hostility goes down by 20. I should have begun sacrificing early. I can sacrifice a second amount, though. We're not going to need enough coal. We'll be okay, though. Hey, how's it going, dang newbie? Dang newbie, thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you for hanging out with us, and yeah, hope life is good for you, my friend. And thank you for the generous resub for 14 months. Wow, it's a lot of months. The mine is working. I just need to put more people in the mine. And by people, I mean badger, badger, badger. Beaver, beaver, beaver. Me and check this game out? Yeah, totally, 100% happiness. It's a lovely game. If you do ! What is, you can see my review of it if you want to read that. It does not have nearly as many puns about storms and rain as it should. Hello, Sothlef. Yeah, I think the game's amazing. 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up. It's really, really good. Probably the best game I've played. Well, is that fair? At least the best game I've played this month. I'll say that at least. I'm really enjoying it. It has really high replayability also. And that is, I think, absolutely delightful. All right. So, we'd like to mark this all to cut out. That will not go glade, but it will give us space for a new hearth there. How charming is this game? I mean, if you look at the little characters, I think it's 100% delightful. Like, look, it's a little lizard man. Hello, lizard man. And like here, this garden here, look at it being tended and attended to. Yeah, I think the graphics are absolutely charming. The actual gameplay gets difficult. I'm not sure I can say that's charming exactly, but it's fun at least. It's a fun time at least. So I need to do trade routes that are worth 5, or 15 at least. Does that mean it adds up to 15, or does that mean instead that it, I need to level them up so they're worth more? I think leveling up the trade route. Yeah, I think leveling the trade route helps. We have 86 current amber. Okay, so pushing the button here just gives access to additional trade routes. Fine. Okay, so if you do that... Oh, 4 times. I didn't even see this thing. Oh. So you have to level it up like that. Ah, that's what I missed. So you make it worth more yourself. Thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. Good, good, good. All right, friends, at this point, we we have ourselves a little ad break coming in about 30 seconds. So we'll take a quick break, our first real break of the day. During the ad break, no gaming, don't worry, unless you count the crossword as gaming. Behold, the crossword. Now today's a Monday, which means that we have no new puzzle for today. So we can work on the one that we started last Friday, which is 2023 in literature. The first thing to say is I definitely cheated. I went upstairs, and on the very top of the pile of books to be read is a book by John Fosse, who is the Nobel Prize Literature in this year. So that's him. A flat-topped hat. It is a fez. I said fez early, and it is. Ode Anna, not to Grecian urn. So enoki mushrooms were correct here early. Author of The Fraud. Well, Zadie Smith, obviously. Which means I misspelled. It's Aaron. Sorry. Emerald Island, they call Aaron. They might call it Ire also. Is it cheating if I own the book? So my wife and I have a very strict rule for how we do crossword puzzles, which is we look at nothing that's not on the screen. Nothing not on the screen. So for example, occasionally there's a clue like, on a standard keyboard, this is the top left key. And of course we know that's the escape key. No problem at all. But things like, this is the number that shares location with the, with the hashtag. That's 4, right? 3 actually, so we got it wrong. We do not look at anything else, but. Highlight at the Sydney Opera House is probably an aria. A person who sings an aria seems likely. What's this then? Curtis, who said her novel romantic comedy inspired by Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I don't know any Curtises other than like Jamie Lee Curtis, I believe. Nursery rhyme refrain sung to the tune Me Me Ray Ray Do. E-I-E-I-O. Good. Plain dealing is when it's candor. A tussle is a scrap. Good. Man, just getting the top left one here has caused an absolute tidal wave of progress. Word from someone with too much on their plate already. I can't. Can. Play the ball, blank the man. Play the ball, blank the man. I want to say adopt, though obviously not adopt. And something the man possibly? Not sure. Oh, this is Naomi Klein. Doppelganger's Naomi Klein book. Good. Play the ball and not the man. There we go. The ending here, this Curtis name, is probably Feld. With the E there, Ford's unlikely. More names. Let's do some crosses we can get. A cultural institution that's no longer open on Sundays after the budget was cut by Eric Adams' administration. The NYPD. It might be the NY Public Library. I don't know when the public library is open, but let's try that. New York Public Libraries. Setting for Abraham Verghese' The Covenant of Water. The word Inuit comes to mind, but it's not a word at all. Natasha of But I'm a Cheerleader. I think there's a person named Natasha Lyons, maybe. Not sure on that, though. Takes in, say. Allows, maybe. That feels slightly off, though. I liked adopts very much there. Okay. Hint of color. There's like a splash of color. There's a tinge of color. There we go. Lynette? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, by surprise. Suddenly, like the novelist Nadifa Mohammed Bird. Oh, she's Somali apparently. Cool. Can we look at this then? What doubt is to science, blank is to personal life. Irony! Take up irony. It's what fuels one's life. Alright, so this cross here, General Hospital, is either on NBC or ABC. They're frequently described as humble. Welcome to my humble abode. Awesome progress. So happy, so happy. We'll pause it there. Get back to it in an hour or so. Thank you for tolerating the ad breaks. Thank you for hanging out with me. It does mean the world for sure. Also, earlier today, someone said that they had gotten both a pre-roll ad, which is when they click on the Resorty channel, it goes for 30 seconds or so before you see me, and then also got like the launched ads, the 3 minutes. Are many of you getting pre-roll ads? Because you shouldn't be getting those on this channel at all. When you click twitch.tv/Resorty, it should be me immediately without any ad first. If you're getting both of them, then something is wrong in my settings. So let me know, let me know. All right, the storm rages. Worse and worse and worse. And freaks something interesting, which is if you use Sea Marrow, it doesn't cause hostility. So burning wood reduces hostility. Using coal reduces hostility. Using Sea Marrow increases work speed. Using oil, work speed also. So I should be instead burning coal or straight wood. And that then lowers us down nicely. Level 0 hostility. Everybody's happy. We're having a good time, good time. And then everyone's at home. And the storm has passed. So, make sure sacrifice stops. It did. Good. Oh, it's Glade event work. So Glade events are the ones that you find in Glades, like the like little boxes we saw earlier. Got it. So balancing that, juggling that takes more work. We'll work on it. So out here, we want to put a new mine in, because more coal, more good. I want to place it the correct way, please. Important to me that the doors face the roads. And we have lizard housing after that as well. So, spin ye beauty. Okay. And then lizard houses. Hey Jim, is Outpost and Settler Pioneer? I can't recall. So whatever one pops up right away, I didn't change difficulty harder or easier from the initial pop-up. So I'm just not quite sure. Alright. To make more happy, we want to lower our hostility again. So I'm going to start burning more wood, which gives us hostility reduction by 50. That's not enough. We can't burn more coal right now. Unless, well, we'll get more coal soon. Doesn't look quite enough, though. Huh. You didn't realize that you had level out Lizardmen. Different races have different effects on the hearth. Oh, do they really? +1 to global resolve on lizard firekeepers. Pragmatic frugality, fuel consumption decreased. Humans, impatience grows slower. Huh. All good idea. Oh, sacrifice stack? Okay, so there's -50 also. Awesome. And the tavern's online. Tavern needs ale. Ale produced brewery. Brewery needs barrels. Barrels produce carpentry. Everything happy and good. Tavern needs tavern workers, ideally humans. Humans, we don't need 2 stonecutters right now. So deactivate you. Humans, go tend the booze. And if we have 3 people working here, we get the Gleeman's Tale. Every evening, a Gleeman tells stories about past glories and times before civil wars. +3 to all resolve. Nice, nice, nice. So must find one more filthy human. Oh, we let people in. I forgot. People are waiting to join us. Human? Human! Awesome. We need even more housing for humans and for lizards both. Which means I need to cut some roads probably, or cut some areas. And the queen wants to get something new. Pork production up, wood cutting is easier, or well-rested workers. Just the right amount. Villagers with a leisure need fulfilled have a plus 25% chance of doubling yields. So bonus to doubling yields or faster wood cutting. Because I'm burning through additional wood right now, I'm going to go with the faster wood cutting and we'll see what happens. Speaking of which, all of my wood cutters are currently not working because someone got scared of the fire and flames as it carries on, or the storm rather. That again pushes up too high, so I'm going to burn even more basic wood. It gets back down to 0 again. And then we could set more wood cuttery elsewhere. Jimmy took a break from playing for the night. No. You don't need sleep tonight, my friend. Just stay up and keep working playing forever. Second woodcutter. There it is. Okay. And so I just want to cut down basically whatever, just not the glade, thank you. So tavern's functional. Temple is functional as long as we have more incense. As right now we have possibly no incense at all. It's not showing up here, so. Alright, hello trader guy, you got some incense for me. You do not have some incense for me. You do have oil though. Or we can go for better axes, better stone production, better crystallized dew. I've done none of that. Well, definitely axes are needed. And pots can be used for things we don't really need right now. I don't know. We'll go ahead and buy the upgrades. That's enough for right now. Okay. And let's go ahead and get this knocked out. So either the obelisk... We have no incense. We don't want to do that. So we could use resin, which is very cheap, as an offering that causes the obelisk to come online and decrease hostility. None of these give us reputation, so let's go ahead and do just that. Worker. Lizards go. Alright, so around this, I'd like to start making some lizard houses. And I'm not sure how we'll be able to fill them in or how many. Jimmy, thought about taking a day off to try to play more game. I love it. I haven't done that since, well, actually, I've never done that with a real job. I did that during grad school. I missed one day of class to play some game one day. I was so burned out. It was during a period of time that was not super good for Old Resorty. But that's delightful. Good job you still going to work, though. We need 8 of these houses to make for happy little buddies. So, I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All we're gonna do for now. And luckily everyone's homed. It's just a matter that we need to move them the correct kind of houses. And then human houses continue here if we cut out some more that way. The wood chopping is not really urgent right now. Especially this one. So we're going to move you to the area of human houses. And you can fit here, I guess. Okay. And they'll mark you just, cut whatever you want to. And we have unemployed lizards and humans right now. It's fine. Hello, Dougster. What's this game? Can I get a quick overview? This game is called Against the Storm. If you do !what is, you'll get a clear little account of what the game is, in my opinion. That said, I'm happy to tell you that it's a logistics game in which you build up a happy little community and try to make your queen pleased, and there's meta progression and so much more fun stuff. And we're out of barrels. We're out of barrels. All one word, what is? All one word. Carpenter is making planks. I wonder where all the planks are going. But yeah, this game is definitely recommended. It's a ton of fun. They're possibly going to pickled goods also. Though no one currently has a buff on pickled goods. So I think it's just barrel speed is too slow in production right now. And that's here? No, here? Where's my barrel producer? The provisioner. Yeah? That's flour. Someone makes barrels. Hello, Lunar. How's it going? Alright, so... barrels. There they are. Being produced at the artisan or the provisioner. They both need copper. They're out of copper. The trader just left. I don't think we have a way of making copper, actually, factually. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Control key shows you? Yeah, there we go, thank you. Yeah, definitely no copper yet, and I believe I have no building for it, so... a shame, a shame, a shame. So we can wait until people get happy enough to give us reputation points, or we can just start making more of these finished missions. So, if I want fancy trade routes, we're going to need to make some more provisions, definitely. So, the provisioner over here makes provisions, and we're kind of running low on everything right now, unfortunately. So, I need to cut down trees. So, we're about to get clearance. I'm going to stop. We're not sacrificing. The storm ended. We're fine. But it is climbing ever higher. Luckily, coal is burning there. And there. We can upgrade this if we want to. That said, it dropped down one level because people got more lizard houses. I think it makes more happiness, possibly. Based on our review of the game, with tons of puns, I didn't put nearly as many puns into my reviews as I wanted to. Like, definitely had a collection of puns that were, you know, on points, like flood and thundering and so on. But I really, really struggled with trying to decide how to put more puns into the review without being, you know, frankly obnoxious. And that's really all I ever want, is just not to be an obnoxious human. So, I think a certain amount of puns are tolerable, but after a while it gets kind of rough. Are there ways of making barrels without metal? Well, we can move to crystallized dew, which I think I know how to produce. I haven't produced any yet. The rain mill, maybe? No. No. The rain collector, maybe? No. Powers rain engines in production buildings. Probably something I should build a long time ago. No idea what you really do, but sure, let's add you and see. Yeah, I feel like we're like possibly stumbling our way to victory on this one. At harder levels, it's not going to work out nearly so well. Okay, again, everyone is homed. Minor friends. Looking good. Wood chopping friends. You're chopping wherever right now. I'd like to move you over this way instead, so we get space for human houses. Good. Game favors the bold. I should have built more quickly, probably. The clearing is here. Clearance is here, rather. So the clearance, I want to at least dig out the small one. No. I want to dig out the dangerous one, I believe. Big threat. Big threat might finish it. Hey, Nubby Tubby, good seeing you. How's it going, Fred? Watching us play this game makes you want to play it again for any colony sim. Absolutely right. So I often know that people want to play colony sims that I play because they know they can do it better than I can. Resorty, you're making mistakes. Resorty, what are you doing? NT, it's very good seeing you. Thanks for being here. If you want to reveal your secret, you're welcome to do so. It's all you, though. Opening up the big and terrifying area here that will give us a hard event to finish. If we then open up a small glade also, that goes a bonus to finishing the hard part here. This is going to lead to a period of terror, though. Hey, King Ponto, thank you for the resubscription. 21 months in total. Hi, friends. Happy holidays all. Wonderful season for everyone. Be sure to love and enjoy those close to you. What a nice message, Ponto. Thank you for being part of our community. And here is some love and friendship to you, too. It's been great knowing you for a very, very long time here. So, thank you for hanging out with us. NT, good job finishing up your exams. Appreciate that. All right, what did we discover? So, a nice building. The Alchemist Hut. We can take it apart or rebuild it. We have a mission to rebuild or salvage, either way, 2 ruins. We can get oil and barrels, or the Alchemist Hut, which makes tea and wine and dew. I don't need those urgently, so I prefer to go for the barrels so we can make more ale, so we can have the taverns happy, etc., etc. For that, we can use clay or stone. Clay is definitely preferable. And we need to send 3 people to it. Only have 1 free. We'll do that in just a moment. This, though, is the problematic part. The Totem of Denial. A religious structure built by the Fishmen. It interferes with the hearth in the center of the settlement. Okay. So, in 13 minutes, heavy clouds are gathering around the sacrifice totem. The storm's duration is increased to double, while drizzle and clearance, the nice parts, are halved. And then also cleanup duty. We get 1 impatient point very, very quickly. So we can burn this thing down, or we can go have a ritual. If we do the ritual, the Fishmen Hate Fire does anything in the power to extinguish every last flame in the world. This stops us from being able to sacrifice goods. Now, we need to sacrifice goods in the storm. So when we open this small glade, the requirement for finishing this event, or time to finish it, will take only 2 minutes instead. Burning it down is the safer way, and we can burn it down with planks. We have so many of those. And we get porridge and marrow then. Both very good. I'll need to free some workers in a moment. For the time being, though, we have to cut this thing down just about as fast as possible. So I'll mark a small path through. I'll remove this other building here, and they should then prioritize cutting this out. Hopefully. You guys start a 1.0 run of this? Yeah, Ponto is definitely a game that has just released to 1.0. I'm excited to play it, and I know a lot of people are also. That said, as I said in my review, it is definitely the case that this game did early access right, by which I mean that people who produced it, let us all know how it's going. There were never any questions of, are they progressing? Instead, it was clearly presented that it's being made this way over time, and it seems like a really nicely made early access game. There's so many of them that are so poorly done. One has absolutely no idea what's coming out when. It just feels pretty darn bad. Where do I not need workers right now? Because our horror is climbing, I'm actually going to stop both of you working. There's more builders then. Wait. Never mind. I need them to make areas for human houses. Back to work. You're absolutely right. Yeah, many early access games never leave early access. Also, the storm's upon us. I should not be cutting into a glade during a storm. Next is drizzle. We get a bonus for doing small glades during drizzle. We just need to make sure we finish this in the next 11 minutes. I won't forget that, I'm sure. Okay, we have no one woodcutting. We're at level 1 danger. Everyone's kind of bummed out. So we're at 12.5 reputation. We're still well above on reputation than on the impatience of the queen. So we should be good. Everyone's hiding at the little hearth, just trying to stay warm. I'm going to just start burning coal exclusively. And then I want to decrease hostility. So we have very little wood right now. So I'm not wood chopping currently. Slivers, you imagine me forgetting entirely to go do that? You're not wrong. The number of times I say, oh, I'm going to do whatever, and then forget totally, you are 100% correct. You've been here long enough to know that I do that with basically everything. I'm sure it's sacrificing a coal also. That lowers us down to 0. And so everyone gets a little bit happier, though perhaps not happy enough. I actually kind of wonder if I shouldn't bother with making them happier unless they're going to go over the reputation point. I mean, as a person who cares about others, I want to keep them as happy as possible. At the same time, next time the trader comes, we have to buy incense. Ore scrolls. Gotta get biscuits still. Yeah, just no place to make biscuits quite yet. Alright. Mine has no ore. Alright, in that case you get destroyed. Bring up some workers again. That means we're not producing coal nearly as fast. Stone cutters are done also. Who keeps the metric system down? We do. Those stone cutters. They have a bunch of free locations now. The nicest thing about destroying this one is that a lizard house can go right there. Also, I recognize I've just made segregated neighborhoods. I probably should have worked on keeping, integration, making sure everyone lives together in one happy little family. And so I said, nope, you all don't look like the rest of us. You go live somewhere else, thank you. You can upgrade the mines to get additional coal. When we say get additional coal, do you mean it harvests faster? Or what exactly? I don't see a way to upgrade it. Don't forget the thing. The thing. Thank you. Thank you. First, make sure we stop the sacrifice. Good. And then you'll go back to work again. For a brief moment, he said, don't forget the thing. I thought to myself, wait, what thing? Because genuinely, I'd forgotten entirely. As one does. You know, I just forgot entirely. Woodcutters, back to it. Yeah, I find like, so honestly, I've mentioned before while I'm teaching, if I'm making a point and someone asks a question that's not exactly on that point, I stab my fingernail into my palm. It hurts a tiny bit, but not so badly that like I'm gonna bleed or anything. But feeling that like sensation that I'm not gonna forget about lets me remember what my topic is. And then I talk to the student about what I want to talk about, and then say, oh, the thing I want to talk about was, ow, this thing. So I'm not sure anyone ever notices that I'm stabbing myself while I'm talking to my students, but it's one of those memory tricks I learned, I have no idea when, but it's been a pretty nice thing. We got to get 2 more happy lizards. So happy lizards go here. Do I actually say ow? No, I never say ow. It's just in my head, I'm reminding myself that I feel pain for an important reason. Alright. How's that glade looking? Almost cut open. When that's done, they're avoiding glades, so let's mark down whatever trees nearby. And as that falls, we want to move people here to begin working on burn it down. One more tree. It's an interesting method. Yeah, I know some people have lots of different methods to remind themselves while they're talking. I think one of my professors would hold his hands together, but I couldn't find a way to do that that didn't look like praying, so I stopped doing that. Yeah, the stab myself thing has worked very, very well, because I just do it with my hands down in front of me and hidden behind my hand usually, so no one can see what I'm doing. Anyway, with the new glade open, we now have this done in 140, so even fewer than 2 minutes. That's great. Less than 2 minutes? I think less is better. Here we have a small encampment, a destroyed glade in the wilderness. There are still survivors in the area, so we can get 1 more human and 1 more beaver. I don't know if we have more spare housing, but the humans are so close to being happy enough. Or we send it to the Citadel, getting more cash money. Sure, let's get some cash money. Unfortunately, I'm actually out of raw food right now. Luckily, there are roots right here. But we should check and see what other kinds of food we could get to collecting. Because I know I've left some behind here and there. We got some broccolis. We got some roots. I think the broccolis are closest. That's right, plural, broccolis. So you're collected with the small forager camp. Nice. Those of you who have played this game, do you take the road and build it out to the work site also? Because they're walking back and forth, there's probably an argument to do so. They're not walking that far. Every lizard lives in a lizard house. Nice. You build the work sites. I've never done that, but I probably should do it. Yeah. You sometimes don't even build roads at all? What? Strangest city builder ever. If you're gonna build no roads. I mean, I like the idea of having a pedestrian-only city. In this game, it feels like it might be a little bit silly to do. Okay. Did I actually start the special event out here? We're out of wood. They're bringing 2 more wood. It's being carried right now. We're fine. It's just kind of far away. So what's it called? A road would probably help quite a bit. What's it called? He says the bridge thing, bridge ground machine. All right, out here, cut straight through. A trader's arrived. I believe this trader does sell incense. They do. All of it, please. Okay. That will make the humans happy enough to get a reputation. It might also make the lizards happy enough. We're close. Then if we lower the level of fear and worry, I think we get enough reputation to finish the map very, very soon. I hope. I hope. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place on this playthrough. There's probably more I could have done to figure it all out. Hey, Ladaudio, good seeing you, my friend. Thank you for the generous resubscription. 48 months. That is year and year and year and year. Is that right? Yeah, 4 years of subscribing. That's a very long time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope life's been good. Ladaudio, every time I think about the time we tried to speedrun the Create Ireland achievement in CK3, I think of you. That was a very strange day. I tend not to speedrun anything. Very little speedrunning at all, but that was a fun time. I actually haven't checked the speed of the Create Ireland speedrun. I think we had it down to, I don't remember what, maybe like 12 minutes, 12 years, about that. Can't remember what it was. All right, so if we make herbs, you get some provisions. Increase the production of copper bars, etc. Or more grain, more good. That's the one that affects us right now. The only thing you've speedrun ever? Yeah, I love it. You've been crushed brutally over time by new features. Yeah, I don't keep up at all on that speedrun. Though I know people just keep refining it. Speedruns are a crazy, crazy thing. But pretty cool. So if I lower hostility now, I believe we'll get enough production of reputation. Hey, Sorrentus, thank you also for the generous resub. Always asking what is instead of why is. Why is not producing happiness? Why is no deposits? Why is? That's all the clay, I believe. These are all the eggs, I believe. So, is there anything else for us to loot with this? No. So you're gonna get destroyed and replaced with something else. Hey, George Plays Twitch. Thank you for the Prime sub also. Appreciate having you here. Thank you for your kindness, and the brand new subscription is always very appreciated. In honor of you, I will make a root pile. Why that for you? I just don't know, my friend, but you got it. Congratulations. More spacing for housing also is possible here now. Big open area. This would be a hype train if we enabled these things. I know. Should I enable hype train? If you don't know what hype train is, like this like tremendous pop-up thing. It's like, whoa, we did it. Everyone's giving me money at once. Whoa, give me more money. That kind of thing. Yeah, root pile, you dig it? Oh, you genius. I love that. And Laguna? Oh, no, that's probably... It's either Laguna or Iguana. Either way, thanks for the follow, my friend. Roots are going. Happiness is going. I have a decent amount of wood, so I need to lower hostility by 51 points. 1, 2. Reputation from lizards and from humans both. Hey, Frozen Tomato, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you, my friend. Thank you for the generosity. Yeah, I just don't know how to be a hype person when it comes to Fritz bits. Yes, I'll spend those bits on giving my cat some nice treats. Though all my cat wants is just to play with trash on the floor. He's a very, very trashy kitty. Okay, we have a new opening for human houses now. And we're getting 0.75 resolve per minute. So very, very soon, we will win. And then everyone will clap. Why do you exist? Why are you here? You in here, you in there. Your kitty loves old sponges. I don't know how cats decide what they want in life, but whatever it is, it's very cheap. And anytime I go buy them gifts, they get very, very sad. All right, that took us a while. Jim, I was sacrificing fuel to lower the level of our threat, so we're able to, finish the settlement. There you go, team. It took a long time, but the village's position has been secured. I can now choose to leave or continue to play here. No more deeds will be completed. I'll earn nothing more for being here. So, we got 2 achievements. Number 1, collect 25 reputation points through Villager Resolve. Number 2, first steps. Finish my first game after the tutorial. Aw, little baby resorty finished. Nima, thank you for the follow, friend. How's it going? We got 42 food. Workers are eager to exchange their labor for food from the families, or for their families. Can be used by upgrades. And 2 seal fragments. Legend says that seals can never be broken. These shards, though, tell a different story. Fragments are needed to venture into the sealed forest at the end of every cycle to reforge the ancient seal. Any leftovers must be sold back to the crown. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. But, yeah. We're already crushing it? I'm not sure about crushing it, but level accomplished checkmark. Not quite the A+. I'll take the B- for that one's good enough. That's fun, though. All right. Let's go back to the world map. Also, I see some of you discussing an incomplete spaying. So someone had a cat who did not get spayed fully, and that's unfortunate. My dissertation advisor had the same issue. My dissertation advisor had a cat that he adopted from out in the world and had her spayed, but she would still go into heat regularly. And when she go into heat, it wasn't like all of the elements, but she would just meow bloody murder. Like the worst possible cat sounds you can imagine. It was really, really, really bad. And I think he talked to the vet and they said they could try again, but decided not to do so. Oh, the bar down here shows cycle progress. Years left from the next Blight Storm. 24 years to go. Huh. When the Blight Storm happens, the cycle ends. Maybe with the cycle ending, it recovers everything. All my places are destroyed, possibly. Okay, so over here, increased chance of including fertile soil. Over here we have Fishman Ritual Site. We had a royal resupply. We don't dare go there. No orders allowed. Up here, Scarlet Orchards, which have 2 effects. Let's first return home and see what we can upgrade. Deeds accomplished. So, we get ourselves a Viceroy Quarter, my own little corner in the smoldering city, a place I can rest, collect trophies, and learn about our world. So here are the current buildings, lovely as they are. Let's see where our little house goes. Boop. Here it is. Here it is down here. So this is interesting. You're about to meet Aunt Lori. Is she going to help me buy my way into Harvard? What's my relation to her? The setting can always be changed in the option menu. I'll say I'm a nephew. As soon as you step into your new home, you notice a richly clothed woman standing by the window, her gaze fixed on the citadel. Is she a hallucination? I see yellow clothing here. Is that a spooky ghost? Hey, Auntie! Oh, hello. Lori the Queen's Hand. That's why she's showing the hand. Lori looks around the empty room. Well, isn't this a nice-looking house? Back in my day, fresh viceroys would sleep on the floor of this Cigar Tavern. Not sleeping, it's drink. How was your training? I'm confused. Wait, so the messenger behind me, it looks like it could be a choice, but for right now it just says, I have confusion. I can't say I got it all figured out, unfortunately. The clicking is hard. There we go. I know, dear. There's a lot to take in at once. So many new things. So little time. Lori exhales softly. ASMR time. Learning can feel like climbing a mountain. I promised my sister I'd look after you. I plan on keeping that promise. Look at her smile. Also, is it a tattoo on her face? Has she been damaged in battle, possibly? These look like phoenix feathers. I wonder if she's risen from the ashes once. As a member of the Queen's Hand, there's much I can teach you, but knowledge is of no value unless you put into practice. Theoria becomes praxis. For now, focus on exploration. Try new things. Venture into uncharted territory. Oh, she's missing an arm? Oh, I thought it was just hidden underneath her pauldron here. Yeah, I thought there was an arm right here. Though the idea of her being called the Queen's Hand, because the Queen removes her other hand and keeps the treasure, I'd like that. We're told to explore and try new things. There's another deed. Got more prosperity reputation points. Got an honor badge. 50 experience points. Getting closer to level 8 there. Probably, we could go through all these achievements, decide what we want to do next. I do see, though, there's a desire for us to win a game in Scarlet Orchard. I've never tried that. We can give it a shot. Shot. Okay. Buy ye the upgrades. So we have quite a few upgrades done. Unfortunately, the ones that come next appear to be... Okay, so we can unlock anything that's simple bread, but nothing that's requiring other kinds of gears or insignias, perhaps. So this line is all and only bread, so I guess we'll stay with that one. Obsidian Archive level 5. You gain a permanent negative 2% of the speed at which the Queen's impatience grows. Also, we can pay Amber to re-roll blueprints. So to this point, we've been totally stuck on, you get these 4 blueprints. Good luck picking the right one. But now, it's possible to re-roll if we want to. That's a very cool upgrade. Let's do it. And then we have 64 bread, so we can do at least one more. Another negative 2 speed. Rain Punk engines. You can extract and infuse rainwater from geysers in glades. I've never seen a geyser. And use it to power rain engines in production. Also, we get 10 bonus pipes. Nice. And that's all we can afford. I'm sorry, that's not true. We can also do the First Dawn headquarters goes up. A permanent 1% boost to global chance of getting double yields. Or there's a new embarkation bonus to choose from, the Herbalist Camp. Does that allow us to pick herbs or to grow herbs? Can't remember which one. Either way, nice. Okay. I think that's all we got for right now. Time to get second place. The camp for harvesting? Cool, thank you. Thank you. So if we go in this way, I guess that means we get those insignias. Go this way, we get more bread. Let's go and do a Scarlet Orchard that includes the fertile grounds. Daily expedition, training expedition. Huh. Wait, where's the embark button? How do I start? That's tutorial. Is it in the city? Nope. Oh, home again. Sorry, no time. I can ask for a story. I hear you've gained the trust of the flock. It must be exciting to finally be able to take harpies with you on an expedition. Sure. Before you embark with them, a few things you should know. They're native to the Red Mountains. When the Citadel was first built, their home was forcibly incorporated to the city limits. As you imagine, it sparked a conflict in the kingdom's early years, particularly between the Harpies and the Lizards, who never had much fondness for one another to begin with. So I'm hearing that we are the colonizer. All of this belongs to me. I mean, I guess not us. The queen, whoever she is. It also didn't help that back then the Harpies were battling a new and strange disease that took away their ability to fly. To this day, they require constant treatment. A shadow of sorrow falls over her face. It's uncertain if they'll ever fully recover. What else do you want to talk about? That's enough for now, thank you. It's just pick a hex, thank you. I thought it was like push an embarkation button and then pick a hex, but too far away. Oh, you gotta build off your current town. So there's no way for me to get to this location. These are all just more bread for right now. Or, yeah, so we're gonna get more bread. Even though I don't really just need more bread. Let's try this thing and see what happens. To take it though, we have to have an overlap. Not sure it's good to do. Yeah. Let's go out this way. So, the Scarlet Orchard. I need help picking a name for this place. The first one is called the Plain Plain, because of a very boring, ordinary location. This one needs a reference to red or vermilion or some color. And then it looks like little hills, possibly. So, like, Rusty Ridge is the name that I come up with first. What names do you all like? Let me know what you got. So, we can start with harpies and also lizard people. Or just 8 lizard people. And then 2 new villagers join us immediately. In the Scarlet Orchard, we get make 14 reputation points. We get 70 experience, 2 more seals, and a bunch of food. Conditions. Taxing severity. I don't exactly know what that means, but they're royal archaeologists. Every viceroy embarking on an expedition to the Scarlet Orchard is assigned a royal archaeologist. We have a new building called the Archaeologist's Office, and a lush and exotic land filled with prehistoric remains. Excavation sites are found here. Cool. Red Russets? I'm not going to name my city after a potato. Wait, do you think these are potatoes, not bread? I've read them as bread. They might be potatoes. In that case, let's get our Red Russet potatoes. Red Russet Ridge will work. Thank you much indeed. Okay. I'm going to take all and only lizard people for now, because it'll be easier to make happy if we just pick one kind of folk. That said, they'll be bad at other jobs. It's fine. So, do we move to Veteran and get the Blight Rot and Corruption? Or do I stay with Pioneer for right now? Hey, Prey and Gaming. Thoughts on the game so far? So if you want to read a nice long review, do ! What is, all one word, and you can go read my review on Steam. In summary, though, I think it's a great game. A lot of people in channel have really enjoyed it so far. It's on sale right now, I believe, also, so definitely a good time to get in, and it's really, really good. So if you like this kind of game, definitely worth checking out IMO. I'm going to stay a Pioneer for now. We'll do a few more missions. Maybe when we do like the next world reset or whatever, then we'll try to move up a difficulty level. Okay, what do we take? So the Herbalist Camp costs 5 points immediately. Is that worth taking? I don't think so. Can we tell if there can be herbs, berries, and mushrooms here? We can. they're berries. So of those three, just berries. Hey, Avatar, how's it going? Yeah, the lizards do give additional population, so I'm definitely not going to take the bonus pop. Could be anything. We'll see what it is. Okay, what else do we know they will not have here? There are trees. There's no meat. That's going to be a slight rough issue for the lizard fellows. Okay, there are eggs. This is the part where one has to struggle to remember what do the lizards like. Jerky, skewers, pie, pickled goods, training gear, incense. Skewers without meat, I'm not sure about. So, okay. They do have herbs here. And berries. I'm taking the herbalist camp. We'll see how this goes. All right. Hey, Chaswick, thank you for giving the review a warm blanket on Steam. Thank you for that. I've been told that warm blanket is an insult. That warm blanket review means, oh, you cute little muffin, you should get inside of your warm blanket and hide from the world. But I know it's not meant that way when you use it. I've also been told that the funny gesture one means you're a clown. You're a clown. Whichever way, thank you for the kindness. I appreciate it. All right, here's what we got. Number 1, important matters. Impatience grows more slowly during drizzle season. The queen is busy. Number 2, saturated air. Plus 1 global resolve for every 30 units of water used in rain engines. No, Chadwick, it's totally cool. I think this is like trolley concerns. I think you're totally cool. I think warm blanket's absolutely right. I'm glad that you enjoy hanging out in our cozy stream here, but it's the kind of thing that gives a person self-confidence issues, self-doubts. Thank you very much. This is going to be very cool. We just need to make sure we get rain engines going. It's only during drizzle, though. So in drizzle, we can get that. Okay. Looming darkness, so 4 resolve in storm. Flooded roads. So if we had hostility 1, then travel cost of trade routes increases. Okay. I've not done much trading yet. Maybe I should. At level 4, insatiable hunger. Working in the environment requires a lot of energy. Villagers have a higher chance of consuming twice the amount of food on their breaks. Wow. And then downpour eventually. Villagers with this effect have a 50% chance of consuming double food. Okay, so 2 of these things are they eat all the food. If we have housing and services going at level 5, they won't eat all the food. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Welcome to the Crimson World. My first time ever being here. Cool. So there are berries and there are roots. The berries at least we can collect with the herbalist camp. And I know some of you said, like absolutely crazy people, that you do not build roads. This will not be happening at this time. Definitely roads for all. Our bonus character was 1 additional human and 1 additional lizard person. So, I'm gonna check and see what happens if the human is in charge of the fire. Impatience moves slowly. We're okay. Hey, Brick Ed, how's it going? Good evening from New England. Well, good to see you on this lovely Monday morning here in Tokyo. Thank you for the resubscription. What do I think of this game so far? Absolutely loving it. Definitely recommended. Definitely check out the review on Steam. Totally worthwhile. And Tante, hello to you, friend. I did see your son is really enjoying this game. I think this game is not quite a city builder. Like, definitely it has like city builder-esque elements, but you're much less focused on, I don't know, like aesthetics. I think city builder is the clearest analog, but yeah, it's a game that's called a city builder, but it just feels slightly off. Maybe eventually we'll have a whole genre called Against the Storm likes. Something like that. Something like that. All right. Everyone, get to work, all of you. And then we have 3 buildings. So, what do humans and lizards like in common? Well, religion. Religion's the only overlap, is that true? I think it is. Rough. So we want to think about getting primarily things for lizards, and then maybe things that overlap. So, skewers would be good. But I think skewers can only be made from meat, unfortunately. Is that true? Anybody know for sure? Can skewers be made with veggies? Like a nice onion on a skewer, so tasty. I think it might be only meat. We should say terribly wrought lizards here. Okay, training gear leads to lizard happiness. Magnifying glass. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are a possibility. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. This is a Forest Wood Rogue City Builder. That's right. We have to continue having more and more and more phrases to distinguish each game individually. I know people have been saying a Rim-like recently to refer to like games like RimWorld, and that is, I think that's about right. RimWorld is in some measure, for those of us who do not play Dwarf Fortress, a real entree to a kind of game. We're going to take the cookhouse. We may regret that, we'll see. And then, Trapper's Camp is so good if there are insects here. There are not insects here. There are eggs though. And eggs are half of the skewer thing. Mushrooms work also. Well, we'll see. They do like pie though. They do like pie. Go for the ranch. Oh, the ranch makes meat. You absolute hero. Ranch is not cluttered, it makes meat. Good eye, thank you. Okay. And then the farm would be nice. The farm would be nice for possibly getting grain, for getting these. Okay. Hey, Treckle. It's going well today. How you doing? We had some buildings. How'd that work out? I have no idea. We got some tiny glades. Let's go for tiny glades straight away. So, get the harvesting going. Early game, 6 word cutters, no problem. And we're just going to blast straight through the little one. This will be fine, I'm sure. So, smaller cutting. Smaller cutting, there we go. Good enough. We're cutting on giant flowers, looks like. Kind of cool. I agree, Tante. Yeah, the roguelike elements of this game are really, really fun. Next up, we need housing. So, we have 10 people. We need 5 houses then. Let's get the big ones. Big ones hold 6. So, for that, we need planks, though. Where the basic houses are only basic wood. They are basic wood. Alright, so we need 5 of these instead. That's not how that works. Okay, there are 5 of them. I want to rotate you. Alright, let's get to work, team. Jim, have a good night. Sleep well. Rainpunk. Rainpunk technology utilizes the unique properties of rain to power advanced machinery. You can harness the technology by installing rain engines in your production buildings and fueling them with infused rainwater. The rain engines can increase production speed, improve the chance of additional yield, and reduce the workload on workers. That's a lot of words here. Alright. There are 3 kinds of rainwater: green, yellow, or blue. They're collected from geysers and glades, or by using a rain collector. Each geyser has one type of water. Rain collectors gather water based on current season. Different buildings need different kinds of water. Higher difficulties, rain engines can boost production, but cause blight rot. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of reading. Okay, and pretty soon we want to get collection going here. Fine. All right, who's gonna cut the wood? Y'all get to it. That's herbalist, actually. Anyone can do that. Maybe the tutorial for Rain Punk? Okay, maybe tomorrow start a stream, we'll do the tutorial and see what's what. But friends, it's been another hour of play. Let's go and pause the game there. Come back to it in about 3 minutes. While we have the ad break, we'll do some crossword. And maybe we'll make some good progress again. Last ad break was so good. So thanks for being here. Thanks for the new followers. Thank you for the generous subscriptions today also. And nice conversation, the lurking, all you do. It's appreciated a whole bunch. So, what we got. I think we went through all the downs right now. I think we covered all these and didn't know them. Takes in, say. To take in can also be to trick somebody. Email sign off. Email sign off. Best. Yeah, I don't know how people started using best or best wishes, but that's one of these often. Hey, Hirogen, thank you for the subscription, friend. Gotta get that sweet crossword. Absolutely, the crossword's where it's at. Thank you very much for your generosity. Very, very much. Blue Moon, you're good at lurking? Absolutely. At any time I say like, hey, thanks for doing this, thanks for doing that, I want to say thank you to lurking also. Because I know it feels like it's nothing but hanging out, but it means the world that people want to spend time with me, of course. So thank you. Ingrid Holgren, thank you for the subscription from the bottom of my little resorty heart. Mine in France. Nope. Slingy Summons. Kamir? Yo, bro? I don't know. Han, whose Greek lessons is about a woman with aphonia and her language teacher is going blind. Oh, that's an unfortunate combination of troubles. I'm not sure. 2018 Hayao Miyazaki film about a goldfish who wants to be human. Welcome to things I should know but do not know at all. That said, going for is me opting for. Is it Ponyo, I believe? That might be wrong. It's something like that, though. A hurdle for a future JD, Juris Doctor. That's the law school admissions test. BBs, for example, they're ammo in a BB gun. If you had my love, singer for short. I have no idea. Paris, Texas, director Wenders. I believe it's Whim, like that. That might be wrong, though. House vote, so aye or nay. A bit of home decor that may be hand knotted, probably a rug. Blank testing, probably DNA testing. So what is Yoon here? Lee. It could be W-E-M, Yeyoon, though I think either of these feel like plausible names. I'm gonna put the E in. Just remember, if we get done and we fail, that's probably why. What are you waiting for? Hurry, go, do it, come on, get. Not sure. Name of someone named Katan, I don't know. By surprise. Is it possible that Tetra is not half of Octa? I believe it is. Fairly sure on that one. Could be like a different last letter, like Tetri or Tetre. I don't think so. Klein, whose novel The Guest. I know there's an Ernest Cline. I believe he wrote... What's that called? Ernest Cline wrote the one about the kid plugged into the Matrix, full of nerd stuff from the 80s and 90s. Feel free to tell me, because it's not Ernest Cline, clearly, but... author of Let Us Descend. Oh, it's Jessamine Ward. Jessamine Ward wrote that one. I know that person by name. Most popular boy's name of 2022 is Liam, and so J-Lo is the one who's saying "If You Have My Love." All right, what remains are ones I'm probably not going to get on my own. Ready Player One. Thank you, Hurlgan. Ernest Cline is Ready Player One. So the name Sittenfeld looks plausible. Curtis Sittenfeld, sure. Setting of Abraham Verghese Covenant of Water. Natasha. Yeah, names. Takes in, say. Okay. Mine in Nuam. It's probably an M word, like moi, possibly, maybe. Slangy summons, come on. By surprise, aback, like taken aback. There we go. Han, maybe Emma Klein or Emmy Klein. Hong Kong, Kong Han, Kong Han. Yeah, unfortunately, crosses of vowels on proper names, no clue. Okay, this could be Eleanor. Maybe. India is a place. India is a place. Eleanor, there we go. Takes in. We're so close. 2 more squares. We're gonna finish this one and then get back to the game, I promise. Hey, Treacle. You woke up at 3 a.m. to watch this? Oh, I love it. Thanks for hanging out with us when you can. I'm so sorry for those of you who are very late. Takes in. Ah. What are you waiting for? Do it! Alters. Like to take in a piece of clothing. Ah, okay. Someone's incorrect. Is it the I here? All right, completed a puzzle. That one was a whole bunch of proper names and did it in under 30 minutes. I'm totally pleased with that for a puzzle about things I don't know super well. Ah, nice. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the generosity. Hey, Rainer, it's good seeing you. Awesome. We have lots more to done, but one got finished. Natasha Lyon is great in a Ryan Johnson show called Poker Face. The only Poker Face I know is Lady Gaga's song. That's really all I got, but good stuff, thank you. All right, we gotta get the wood going. Let's cut down the trees. Trees cutting down does this. George, you do the New York Times crosswords, New Yorker comparable. So the New Yorker is intentionally the inverse of the New York Times. New York Times harder through the week. New Yorker easier through the week, except right now, the end of the year on Fridays they do like a year in review, and so the Fridays are somewhat harder than normal Fridays. Usually Thursday and Friday just fly through in the same way Monday or Tuesday would on the Times. So my wife and I do the New Yorker. My wife and I do the New York Times every day together. And I do the New Yorker on stream most days, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely encourage it. New Yorker. It's free online, and it's kind of a younger puzzle. They're trying to get a new audience that the Times is not currently serving, and time served, I suppose. Yeah, but I definitely recommend them all the way. All right, Herbalist Camp. Let's do some herbing. Just waiting for wood, though. I'm going to lower the priority on this one to -1, so they don't make that until after the houses get made. And it looks like they're digging in all directions at once. We're going to ask you to stop this for now. Just focus over this way. Also, we have some flashy going. All right, flashy. What's our first mission? So, have humans over 20 resolve? With only 1 human, that might definitely be possible. Or have 2 glade events done. I'm going to take that one. We're opening glades right now. Fine. Next up. Either make 3 crop packs or make 3 building material packs. If we do the former, planting crops is faster. And you get +1 pack crop production. So we could potentially get crops going very, very quickly on this side. Gain tools, super fun. I'll take that one. And lastly, Lost in the Woods. Open 2 glades. We're just about to open 2. And rebuild or salvage a building. Or 2 glades and make some building materials. This side we get people. This side we get permanent bonuses. I'll take the bonuses. Nice. So 1, 2, hopefully pretty quickly here. All right. And then, our cornerstone. Detailed notes on different traders and their wares. Gain 1 additional active trade route. Traders arrive faster. Gain 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. Wow. or flame amulets. Decrease hostility from woodcutters by 6. Woodcutters make... So each one makes 12. So it'll be halving hostility from woodcutters. I'm going to take that. I'm not the right call, but I'll do that anyway. Trekkle asks, where am I from originally? Where do you think? Guess my accent. Can you do it? I'll definitely tell you the truth after you guess, but I'm always delighted to see where people think I'm from and what people think I'm doing myself. Okay, we should also be collecting the roots and the stones. Unfortunately, they're all... Wait, the roots and the stones are both band names. Perfect. I'm from Russia. Emo like bird. How'd you get it? How'd you know I'm Russian? That's not true. That's not true at all. Such falsehoods live on stream. I'll move one of these houses over so I can get an area for a woodcutter back towards the tree line. Let's rotate. Houses have started. Good. Okay. And in this area, I just want to cut down trees simply to have more building area. Now that someone's guessing where I'm from, I think I should start speaking in a very unusual way for the next little bit so that they're confused. Resorty, what are you doing with your weird voice? Just like that. Glade number 1. We'll open in just 1 second. I think. And here we'll cut through to the non-dangerous one, I hope. Survey says... Oh, not quite. And I marked these too urgently. Well, I'll accept my lumps. There's no bonus for opening glades at any season. Yeah, I'm waiting for Trekkle to guess. Many of you are guessing places, but Trekkle's I'm curious about where they think I'm from. Though, again, like the majority of you already know where I'm from. I mention it relatively often. Oh, probably I could retell a story that I told in the intro. And those of you who are here for the intro hear all my like interesting stories about my life. Those of you who missed the intro think I just stand here and talk about video games all day. Which is fine too. Alright. You wouldn't say it's British, more like American or Central Europe, like Germany. See, a lot of people who are non-Americans guess Germany. But no, I'm American through and through. I grew up near Chicago. Quick story time, then back to the game. So over the weekend, Noms and I were at an art show, and we saw this picture hanging in the wall here in Tokyo. That picture was taken in Batavia, Illinois, which is within 15 minutes of where I was born and where I lived until I was 19 or 20 years old. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Strangest things one sees in Tokyo. Also, while we're here, I'm sure many of you want to say hello to Fritz. Hello, Fritz! Look at Fritz at war. It's good. I've actually already taken a new cat picture for next week. I look forward to sharing it with you very soon. The weekly cat pictures will forever continue. Cat, cool. You want to say Illinois? You'd be right. Yep, I grew up in Illinois. I've lived in Wisconsin, in Indiana. I've lived in Ohio for a short period, in Nebraska, and then in Tokyo. Yeah, those are the places. So far. We'll see what comes next. Alright. I wonder if woodcutters' camps are always constructed first. They didn't mark it as higher priority than the houses. Do you ever miss the bean? I mean, I mentioned earlier today that I really am missing the US in a way I've never missed it before. We've been here for a year and a half now, and I find myself definitely saying, oh gosh, I missed something about the US, so we'll see. I've met Polish people in Chicago. That's the thing, right? Chicago is the second most densely populated Polish city in the world. There are more Poles in Chicago than in any city in the world except for Warsaw. That's crazy. Where in Indiana living? Yep, Indianapolis indeed. I taught at one of the universities there. Alright, Glade number 1. Here's our mission. There are survivors left behind. We get 1 human and 1 beaver. Do I want the situation here of a third kind of person? Or we just get 10 money? You know what, beaver? I'll trust your woodmanship. Let's have you come and help. We got berries to do it. I'll need to free a worker from somewhere. Gotta push investigate. Always try to push investigate. And then glade number 2 will get opened up next. Houses, houses, houses. A truck leader Polish living in Poland. Yeah, I spent a really nice 2 weeks or so in Wrocław, however that's said. It was a great time at one of the major universities there, engaging in argument about this and that. It was a really cool time. And we went there during the commemoration of the ghetto uprising in Warsaw, which is like once a year national remembrance, in which they set off like all of the air raid sirens and like the tornado alarms and so on, and everyone in the country like gets out of their cars and like stands up and has a moment of memory. And no one told us this was going to happen. And so we're in the middle of this session, someone's giving us a paper on this topic. So it's like, when one considers linguistic mediation and sorry, sleeping people, sorry. And like, so very quickly the coordinator told us what was happening and then apologized for not warning us, but it was a very, very scary moment. I'm sorry for waking up, HPG. I'm sorry. I'll do a better job of never ever waking people up again. I forget people are sleeping until I'm noisy. That said, life is for the living, not for the sleeping. Right. Nicely done. Yeah, hopefully people aren't waking up and thinking it's an air raid. And here in Tokyo, we have the earthquake alarms that go off in the middle of the night occasionally, and they're just terrifying. And they're absolutely right every time. Every time the alarm goes off, suddenly earthquake right afterwards. Everyone else stood up. So those of us who were Polish there did stand up right away. Those for non-Poles had no idea what was happening. It was like, so... weird moments. HPG, I'm loving this game. Yep, having a very, very good time. This map is developing a little bit slowly. I feel like I'm not doing something I should be doing, but what that is, I do not know. Alright, got our first beaver. Welcome, beaver, to the team. Daydream Belieber. Alright, supposed to take shelter or do something for earthquake alarms. So the earthquake alarm goes off if it's gonna be of significant, or likely to be of significant enough force that it might cause things to fall off the walls and make danger. So yeah, if the earthquake alarm goes off, you're supposed to go like underneath a table or into a door frame. That said, if I'm asleep and the earthquake alarm goes off, I jump out of bed and go, and by that time usually the earthquake has started. So HPG loving the game. Absolutely loving the game. It's so much fun. Okay, so the Herbalist Camp I'm going to deactivate for right now. I'm going to move to the side so I can instead put in whatever will get me these Herbuses. Good. But yeah, lots of earthquakes happen, including while I'm streaming, that aren't big enough to worry about, but the ones that cause the alarms to go off, and they cause the alarms to go off on everything. On the phone, on the television, on like the Amazon devices, everything goes off at once. It's absolutely crazy. And so the first time it happened, I just thought the world was ending. Like definitely all at once. There is no more world. The end. So it's still scoring level 1 there, looking fine. Or level 0 rather. So it's real common when the alarm go off, you look outside. Yeah, growing up in Illinois, we had lots and lots of tornadoes also, and they were, after a time, nothing really to be worried about. And I had a friend who grew up in Maine who came to grad school with me in the Midwest still, and it was a weird thing, because when the tornadoes were even likely to come, he would begin panicking. He would go to the biggest building around and just like hide inside all day, even with just like a normal or a normal thunderstorm. It's definitely where he come from, because he wasn't especially worried about hurricanes. And then, you know, here we have the possibility of sea storms, and they scare me. Even though we live pretty far away from the bay, it's still a real possibility of, I don't know, something horrible happening. I don't want horrible to happen. Okay. Next, I should probably make the building that allows us to begin creating, what's it called? Better wood and such. That's like the small work camp or something. Crude workstation. We can also make the makeshift post start making our crops. And the rain collector eventually. For now, though, the crude station. How did I end up in Tokyo? Is it teaching? I mean, I do teach here. I ended up here, though, because my wife is the head of the faculty here. And she's a big deal. I made 2 forger camps. I actually don't need that. What a waste. What a waste, what a waste. Because I'm the trailing spouse, as the phrase has it. I'm along for the ride. It's a good ride. Out here we could get the farm going. I do start with farms. The ranch will also make me meat. I wonder how that will work. Whoa, the ranch gives you animals right away. What are... No, these are ugly. They're seals and worms hybrid. What? What? Yeah, I got my job here via pure nepotism. That's why I stream, because streaming feels like honest business. Everything I got on streaming, I made for myself. Well, when it comes to, you know, the business with the teaching, probably didn't quite earn that one fair and square. We have a good time, but you know. The seal worms are beautiful. They're beautiful. It's true. Do you see their face in a crowded place? I know they'll never be with you. Something like that. Is Miss Jordi all right? Yeah, my wife, her name is Noms, N-O-M-Z, is currently at work. Very busy as she does. All right, here we got some copper veins and our first ever stormwater geyser. So here we can get stormwater from a volcano used to power the rain engines. Okay. We'll make that thing, I guess. Also an herb node. And people want to join me. I guess I want to stay with the humans and the lizards primarily. Sure. And then we got through a year. So economic migration. Newcomers arrive quicker, bring more goods. Okay. From ashes, an odd talisman made of the talons of a phoenix. Gain 2 wildfire essence for every 2 completed dangerous or forbidden glade events. So this will allow us to build more hearts more quickly. Or work safety guide. Standard set of rule. Every villager with their need for education fulfilled increases global production speed by 5%. I know that education is handled by the temple with scrolls or paper or whatever. I don't know where else does it. So I'm going to take it from the ashes because I know how it works. Good. Greystoke, good night, friend. Thanks for being with me. Being with us. Being with whoever. Being with somebody. Isn't being great? Rushing into one of the forbidden glades soon could be an okay thing. Are they all listed as dangerous? I thought some were forbidden, but maybe forbidden or dangerous is determined once it opens. Can't recall. Danny Boy, a buddy of yours teaches at Stanford. His wife got a job at a hospital in New York. She's trying to go to Columbia. Yeah, I mean, spousal hiring is tough, especially for academics. A lot of people, you know, find someone they're really into in grad school, and then say, okay, this school has a position for a philosopher. Could you also get a position for archaeologist? In that kind of way. And often it does not work out, but sometimes it does. So, Alright, what are the gold missions? So, open up 2 glades at an interval of 210 seconds. So, open 2 glades very, very quickly. With that, we get 3 villagers and incense and tools, or have 1 hearth upgraded. We can do that very fast. If we do that, builders can carry more. Yeah, clearly, builders carry more. Very, very cool. So don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and immediately work on upgrading this thing. We just need 4 little decorations. 4 adorable decorations. The forbidden are only malevolent, not scary. Got it. It's mass part of the military. Lots of military spouses want to work but can't. Yeah, it's just tough. There are limited numbers of jobs available. And if someone really wants to hire a professor or an administrator, they will make the allowance. For example, they really want noms. And so they would let me come along for the ride too, which I appreciate. So I want to open both of these at the same time. So let's go ahead and dig in here. That's wrong. Let's go ahead and dig in here first, and then we'll open this one. Oh, already done. All right, we have 210 seconds. Is it doable? Got a green geyser there. So we have a green geyser and a blue geyser both, I believe. Dig, little friends, dig. It's hard to see what's been selected on these trees. Okay, I currently have 3 free workers. Getting the farm good going would probably be good. Assuming I can find a way to turn it into anything but just wheat or whatever. So I might leave that for right now. What buildings can I make that I have not made? Well, one was this like archaeologist building. A special unlock here. So archaeologist office. A building designed to help you study the past can be upgraded to locate archaeological discoveries or improve settlements' exploration capabilities. Sure, I'd like to find some stuff. That sounds nice. Okay. Packs of crops. I believe I made the building that let me create packs of crops. Did I? Possibly didn't actually do so. Control key will show me. No, I talked about it, but did not actually do it. So it'll live here also. And then wood chopper's got to move again. So we want the camp thing. What's it called? Makeshift post. There we go. And I want to get trading go up fairly soon also. Are they cutting through as fast as they possibly can? Oh, they're working on it. Has 207 seconds passed yet? I'm not able to see it. Got an outpost made. So, with that, nothing here that allows me to get flour in particular. Jerky could be good. I believe we have a way of making skewers already. So I think this is very strong. Flour would be nice also, as with the monastery. Food is more important right now. We'll take that. Hey, Sneaky, what's the premise of this game? Build a thriving settlement in a very hostile area where storms get worse and worse. It's a logistics game where you care about reputation and happiness also. Does the game have tower defense combat? There is no combat, to my knowledge. Haven't seen any combat yet. Maybe there is, but I just don't know about it. Alright, wish to make some packs of crops. And roots are the only thing we can use right now. I put only one person to work there because I don't want to burn through the veil roots too quickly. That's archaeology. No, that's post. Where are my woodcutters? Here they are. Do we open two? Or did I not take that one? I must not have taken the open them quickly. Fine. Alright, here we got one more. Get money and trade goods. Traders come faster, or goods are produced faster, and more pack production. That's huge. Okay. Trying to accomplish goals that one doesn't have, the one trying to complete goals that you've not selected, definitely big brain playing time. Danny Boy, if you do exclamation point what is, you'll see my review of the game, and I'll tell you about how the roguelike elements work also. Hopefully that will help. Okay, so this herbalist camp, I made a second one of them for no good reason. I meant to make the root collector and just selected after the wrong building. So let's fix that. You are the one we've been waiting for. There we go. Yeah, I think in this game I tend to forget very often what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm going to ask you to avoid glades except marked, so you'll get lots of wood, but not that way. I think getting the ranch up would be a very, very good idea. More housing is going to go here. As we have planks coming in, I want to make a bigger house, probably. Okay, must make ranch. Do not forget ranch building good. Also kiln to get jerky from the meat we're making. Good. Cookhouse, skewers. So ranch to kiln to cookhouse is meat, meat, meat. A little path goes over. Good. We're very close to lizards being happy. If we just give them some jerky, they'll be very pleased. Okay, I do have woodcutter's camp here. So I want to cut this area next to get more space for other food creators. I'm not sure if a worker can take from a building that produces to the consumer, or if they have to stop at the the warehouse in between. Just not sure. Okay, I'm going to move this shelter over. New view for all. And that will then allow us to bring this along. And they'll combine here in a moment. Yeah, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Unfortunate, but okay. Okay, new glade open. A geyser pump. Or maybe I said to build that. I'm not sure what I said. So no one's good with water here. Help us get some blue water. Blue water will allow us to something. Let's see. We'll see. All right, somebody get to work. We'll figure this out eventually. All right, we have a minute 45 until the storm comes. After the storm, I'm going to open up a dangerous glade, I guess. Yeah. These buildings require bricks and fabric. I don't know if I have any way of making fabric yet. So why are you both here? I think I keep making and destroying the same building. May I assume that no one's getting the roots there? I have no idea. Out here, though, copper vein is just a mine. Getting sea marrow would help us with keeping the fire going. We already have a spare one of those buildings to move over. Right here. You go here and collect. Okay, that's just planks. Fine. This one again needs brick and such. So brick and such is produced at the small something building. Makeshift post is crops. We need one more of those. You can make me bricks and fabric. We can use plant fibers. We're not making them, I believe. There's being magically showing up. Abernathy, you would say stop destroying buildings, just unemploy them. But when you destroy them, you get resources back, right? Your thought, though, is that we can use it when you open a new glade. So instead of destroying them, just move them where they need to be instead. That makes sense, I suppose. I guess that makes a good deal of sense. I tend to want my resources, though. A little greedy in that respect. The storm's here. With the storm running, we're still at 0. So I'm going to keep on chopping down the forest. Bit by bit by bit. And we have one unemployed person for building. That's fine. Which, I mean, we have no unemployed people for building. Who does not need a job? Stone cutters, we'll get rid of one of them. Time is a better resource than actual resources. Whoa! Blowing my mind, comma man. Time is the most valuable of resources. Whoa! Alright. I know I again have no constructors. So... Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We don't need foraging happening quickly. So dump one of you to labor. Thank you. You can right-click on a worker while holding Alt and assign them. Oh, really? So I click right here. Cool, good to know. Lizards are having a bad time. But the ranch will get made soon enough. Make it a higher priority so the wood all goes there as it gets created. And again, planks are only being made here right now. And we're running out of food also. Well, this is good. Alright, luckily we are getting berries in, but wee low on food. The meat will help soon. We could get the farm going. That'd help also, but... This is fine. This is all fine. Yeah, I'm not sure if we started any food resources when the map first popped up. Okay, we maybe can get berries from here. Huh. Okay, so take someone off of anything but berry collection. The geyser, I'm going to say, does not matter right now. Because I don't exactly know how it works. One food remains. Uh-oh. Time for Big Sad. Just get the ranch made, please. Just make planks for right now. And we've now finished making our... What's that? We've now finished making our packs of crops. Oh, I'm sending all the food away. That would do it. That would do it. All right. However, we now finished sending all the food away. Good stuff. All right. What comes next then? The herb garden can make roots and herbs on the field. We know we have more fields. However, making biscuits would be very good also. Rain Mill makes flour and scrolls. Biscuits and pie. I want both of these. But no point in making biscuits or pie without having flour. So Rain Mill it is. And fiber delivery. So as of right now, we have no place to get fiber. This would definitely help us with producing fabric. Tanning racks, get some leather production, or golden marrow. Some fossils contain valuable surprises. 2 amber for lovely sea marrow. I'd love to get amber for trading fun, but I need to have fiber delivery until we have like some better source of fiber possibly. One more plank and the ranch goes up. Run with the berries. Run with the berries. Red Wizard needs food badly. Red Wizard is starving. Whatever game that is, there was a version of it at the arcade when I was a kid. I thought it was the coolest game ever. It wasn't the initial version of it, though. It was a more complicated one. Okay, so farming is now essential. And farming, we can make our wheat, and wheat make flour, etc. Gauntlet Legends. Thank you. Gauntlet Legends is the game that was on the arcade, and I loved it so very, very much. Just that. It was called Gauntlet Legends. I think that's what it was. Thank you all for knowing what I'm talking about. This is not the first time I've not been sure what that game is called, incidentally. I think if you're here for long enough, you'll realize there are like a number of concepts I know very, very well, and a number of concepts I can never remember ever. And so there's probably like clips out there of me saying, I don't remember that word rather. And you all saying, it's gauntlet. You're thinking of gauntlet, old man. It's gauntlet. Oh, just one more wood. Plank maker, make plank. Plank maker making plank. We'll then have meat. We'll then have farming. No one would dare die on my watch. We could also rush ahead and wait. Okay, we have roots here. That's food. We can also go ahead and open another glade. I sort of don't want to do that, but at the same time, I recognize that if we don't do so, we're just going to get stuck with what we have. So, move little workshop over to here. And let's dig in that way, which is actually already marked. So part of it is getting done. And then our other woodcutter's camp is right here. And they're chopping down whatever they can see. Friendly glades, friendly glades, friendly glades. I think I still wanted to open a big glade during the drizzle. Didn't do that. Let's go ahead and do that. If we have time for it. I haven't made chat command that links to the clip for it yet. See, the thing is, I know there are a number of viewers who would love it if I made chat commands that just shame me over this and that. But I have a certain degree of respectability. I'm unwilling to make any chat command that makes you look dumb. Hopefully. Hopefully I've not made it and forgotten about it. I think very early on, years and years ago when I first started streaming, there was some chat command that was like, there's already, you're an idiot, or something like that. And someone asked for it. I was like, no, I don't want commands that just make me feel bad. Like, even if it's like funny, just, you know, not exactly for me. Okay, 2 more orders. Open or complete 8 trade routes. Or build building materials. So villagers move faster or more production for goods. We already have one of those. They could stack though. I think the trade routes are harder for me for right now. Because I don't have any great production of anything. And then the arena. Build a clan hall. Let's find that. And a training gear. Training grounds. The settlement specializes in training gear production. Gain 1 lizard resolve for every training gear made, and sell a training gear, obviously. Or here, leisure fulfill gives us the cellar for wine and pickled goods and jerky. Let's choose the left one there. Woodcutter guy here. We're going into 2 glades at once. That's fine. And then should villagers join us? You know what? Heck yes, sure. Come on down, folks. We need more housing. Almost immediately. Ranch is being made, though. Good. Stone here. We could grab eventually for making better roads. But I give you the monstrous seal worms. And it moves the lizards there. So we can make eggs or meat or leather, and they require different inputs. So for meat, we put in fiber or reed or grain or vegetables. For leather, the same actually. For right now, I'm just gonna do the meat. And we're getting fiber every, what's it called? We're getting fiber every like 2 days, I think. So that'll help a fair bit. My wife just texted me. I'd like to respond to her right quick. She asked me a question about faculty lines for next term. Okay. They're wheels, worm seals. That is perfection itself. Okay, we need to produce trade goods, crops, building materials. Also, a new threat, the escaped convicts. Dangerous convicts from a smoldering city are hiding themselves in the forest. They somehow managed to free themselves during transport. I can decide their fates. Welcome them and employ them, or send them back to the Citadel where they'll be punished. If we send them home, ally with the state, then we get more reputation, happiness, and some money. If we keep them around by persuading them, villagers have heard rumors of dangerous fugitives in the area. They're worried the desperate criminals might attack them. Alright, so -6 global happiness for the next 4 minutes. The lizard would be absolutely bummed out then. We're arresting them. Stop, you robbers, your little number's up. One of you has stolen my golden cup. Could it be? Could it be? Okay. Could it possibly be Benjamin? Yes, yes, yes. And then this glade has some beautiful stuff. Wow, lots of good stuff. Yeah, opening glades faster is something I've got to work on. Like, clearly it's awesome stuff. Really need it. Let's open the line. And I should build a new hearth out here once that's cleared. And ideally grow something other than more wheat, but we'll see. Having another warehouse out here would make a lot of sense also. So mark this also. Hopefully you enjoyed my sudden singing of Andrew Lloyd Webber. Always the best. Always the best. Can the farm grow vegetables you can feed to the awful worm walls for meat? Yes, you can, Devoted. You definitely can do that. Give me just a moment from what I was trying to do. Open our small glade, I think. Okay. I'm going to take one worker off this for right now. Okay. Yeah. So instead of using fiber, we can grow veggies at our farm. Our farm is not quite built yet. A little bit more hammering and you're good to go. As we go vegetables and grain, and that can then be used for feeding our awful worm seals indeed. Worm walruses is better though. It's hard to say though. Worm walruses. Roar, roar, roar. New glade. In this new glade we have, wow, our first archaeological discovery. Royal archaeologists are certain of phenomenal discoveries hidden here. The Queen offers a generous reward for unearthing its ancient skeleton. The event is multi-stage, requires excavation, conservation, and reconstruction of the skeleton. Or we can take it apart and get some junk. Clearly must excavate it. Clearly. I'll wait though until we have some more workers available. That's great. Absolutely great. Call them wiggly wet worm walruses. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. A house made. We need one more house so everyone has a home. Shift key. Make copy. So we can upgrade the hearth level again. We can make 4 aesthetics and 4 more junk things. What are they called? Decorations. Alright. This time, the lamp is, I believe, 1 aesthetic point. A road sign. Alright. This way to the forage. Not forage. The hearth. That way too. And we'll need a cute little park. It's beautiful. And we'll see in a moment what happens. Here comes the storm. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Storm's upon us. This time we will stop the wood cutting. Drop this to 0. Awesome. Arresting is happening that way. We're arresting them with stone. They were building a wall around them. They were not going to let you out until you surrender. I'm amazed they're cool with that. I mean, they're cool. There's just piles and piles of stone coming that way. And lots of fun junk for us to pick up after we deal with that one. It's still level 0. Fantastic stuff. We have no ruin to rebuild yet. I don't think the archaeology would count as that. Right, looking for spare humans. Herbalist camp, I'm going to remove one of you, because we finally have food. I believe we have no other humans who are easily borrowed. So, get you farming. Alright, so our happiness... They're hungry still. Yeah. The meat will come soon. 10 meat per. Wow, it's big, big meat production. I'll move to veggies on this instead of fiber. And then when that's done, I can take one of these characters off and have them go help with something else. And I guess right now I'll put them on to... That's... Herbalist camp's done. This one, we can move over here instead. Go help with that glade. This is definitely outside of the happiness range of our workers. Gonna get a little cold out there, I assume. Just 2 bricks needed. With 2 bricks, we can then finish that. And you're making wood instead of bricks. My mistake. This human is doing nothing. Stop that, please. That human can then go join the farm this way. And leaving workers idle, I think, is one of the worst things I do from time to time. We have 6 current builders free. They'll go back to woodworking soon. Okay, made it through another storm period. The Queen has ideas for us. So build the trade network is one. Exploration Expedition. I took some of the best explorers with me. Global Resolve is boosted by 5 for 180 seconds. Wow. Bunch of minutes. Every time a new glade is discovered, but wood cutting is slower until we open 2 glades. You know what? Sure. So I've already opened 2 glades. We have to open 2 more of them, though. Okay. From the little glade is right here. Woodcutters, get them back to work. So we'll move you to wherever's nearby. Not close enough. Other small glades. Okay. So open 2 glades quickly. Thank you. And then the other woodcutter is here. Get y'all back to work. And there's a small glade this way also. Move them over a little bit again. I think it's a game where I clearly know I'm not the best player at it, but I just have fun bumbling along in it. Eventually the game will get hard enough I won't know what I'm doing, I'm sure. Alright, the arrest has finished! Hooray! The convicts are being taken elsewhere now. A winner for us. The Queen appreciates our service to the crown. Okay, so as veggies finish at the farm, which they are getting made now, they will then begin to help the ranch here. We then want to take that to a kiln to produce jerky. So kiln is the next building to build. That we need to get just more bricks, which we're already making here. Yes. Stone instead of clay. There's still stone we can dig up right here. We should probably do that soon. Can you make a trading post? You absolutely can. I mentioned a bit ago I need to do that still, and I still need to do that. It's one of those things that needs to get done. I try to just build it even earlier than I've ever built it before. But there's probably no reason not to build it basically instantaneously as soon as it's available. So, city building, the trading post. Before next big storm, I want to have another hearth up. I mean, maybe it's right there. It's kind of poorly laid out. Oh, did you upgrade yet? Needs 2 more aesthetic items. The bushes. The bushes. Barbara, George W. Out here, we're making another warehouse. I'd like to fix this weird little road also. Okay, this blue building can move. Line it up a little nicer, or more nicely. And then once this thing is gone, we can just go straight through. Right, as we said, warehouse out here. Hey, new glade opened also. Or are you the trader? I thought you were a glade. You're actually a tortoise. The quartermaster of the First Dawn Company. I got everything you need. If I don't have it, you don't need it. So porridge in the short term will make the humans happier. Skewers in the short term will make the lizards happier also. We have so much money. So, increase grain production, increase woodcutter movement, or buildings that have more storage capacity. I'm going to go ahead and take the additional grain production and this faster movement for our woodcutters. And then we'll take just a little bit of food for each of you. We're going to do 15 for that. Then skewers, just 10. And then goodbye to all of my amber for now. Nice. Now I need to open one more glade, I remember. And I know we moved over a woodcutter for that purpose, so it's not you. It was you. And we did mark this way, but I'm not quite marked correctly. Yeah, that should do it. We don't have wood glades, unless marked. Cool. So very soon here, once one more glade's open, will then be normal wood cutting speed again. Okay, out here we have additional shipments to get. So either we can use tools or just tools to send this home to get more reputation points, or mushrooms and scrolls. That will help with education eventually. Let's do that. Okay. And then warehouse hearth both rather. So hearth should go actually up quite a bit farther. Yeah, we don't really need another hearth yet, unless we want to go like to the right up here. That seems pretty likely. Short term though, like I said, just make a warehouse. Just make a warehouse. Scouts are idle. Right, get it broken open, please. Then here we'll find a bonus. So workers assigned to glade events carry 5 more items. Get some oil, get some incense. Probably take that one. Oh, wait, the other one's done first. And out here, more food, more good. So glad we're not struggling with food anymore, but gotta keep working on it. The queen is increasingly impatient, but she sends more people anyway. Hey, we already have happy lizards. So more lizards, more happiness. Awesome. We're now gaining 0.21 reputation per moment. And what do I need? The scribe makes scroll and ale and tools. I can't make any of those yet, so sure, let's try that. Did the kiln get made? Need the kiln location? Your warehouse. We need a little bit of everything for that. Oh, including gears. Are we actually out of gears? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No gears, big problems. Oh, we have 8 gears, not hauled there yet. Not hauled there quite yet, rather. Okay, so Buddy here. Need to get stones again. And then you also need planks again and fabric. Stone is in the middle right here. Also have one unhome person. Stone friend. Alright, and friends, it's been another hour since last ad break. It's actually 12 o'clock. I've got to meet a student for lunch at 1 o'clock today, and then a colleague for a meeting after that. Let's stream for a half hour or so. So I'm going to take a quick break, 3-minute break, to go check out a little bit more crossword, and then we'll get through it pretty fast. Where's the day gone? I agree. With this game, time just flies as flies. But 30 minutes more should be good. We're going to go back to the Tuesday's puzzle from last week and see what we can get done on this one. This is our first time through the crosses. So let's see the downs now. Hype. 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 Pumped, possibly? Pumped up? Not sure. High fiber cereal, probably oat bran. Good. Lost freshness. Staled, I guess. Bags that are often branded. Tote bags often. Whiskey amounts of dram. Paint type, oil paint. Author of the novel Harlem Shuffle and his 2023 sequel, Crook Manifesto. Yeah, no idea. Oh, you know what? I said earlier that Handel's Messiah is an oratorio, and I was correct. Hey, Zakonis, thanks to follow. I appreciate that very much. Crossword time. Crossword time goes for follow time. Thank you, my friend. Athlete known as Ole de Football. So this is gonna be the king of football. I assume that it's Pele. Best supporting actor winner for Moonlight. Was that Cher? WW, you're still here? This is what I do on stream. Isn't it amazing? I stare at maps and then do crossword puzzles. It's true. Glad you're still hanging out with us. Rescued from ruin. Rebuilt, salvaged, something like that. A watering hole near a pool, say. Like a hotel bar, maybe? A HPG. Thank you for the generous gift sub to Nubby Tubby for 3 months. HPG, it's not Jonah, but it's close enough. Thank you for the kindness. This game is good. Oh yeah, absolutely love Against the Storm. Watering hole near a pool. So watering hole probably means a bar of some sort. So a mini bar is in a hotel room usually. Twisted Sister lead singer D. Oh, I should remember this. Because Twisted Sister is definitely the kind of music I listen to. I'm not sure. 400 meters on a track. That's one lap of a track. Expressionist painting Nolda. No idea. Not deserved. I want to say unearned. Not deserved. Musician Nelson, who leads the band Promise of the Real. What an amazing name that is, but I don't know it at all. Violent overthrows. Coups. Blackthorn fruits. What are they called? This is a kind of fruit that's popular in the UK. Is it sloes, I believe? S-L-O-E-S. That means tough spot's incorrect. So it could be tough something else then. I think it's sloes. I might be wrong. Rocky the Fourth. That's right. Rocky the Fourth, actor Lundgren. It's Dolph Lundgren. Storms are tempests. A paste made with baklute peppers. Paste. Is it harassa paste? It's a kind of spicy Middle Eastern one. Harassa? Not sure on that. All right. Desert-like. Well, arid? Sandy, possibly? Sand-ridden? Not sure. Stuck. In a rut is possible, doesn't fit though. Firmly establish. Firmly establish. Not sure. Bad excuse. Bad excuse. The dog ate my homework. A cop-out. A cop-out. Game with 16 dice. 16 dice. So the game Yahtzee has a bunch of dice, I believe. The game Boggle. The game Boggle, I think, has this, like, plastic dome, and you push down on it, and the things inside turn around and give you certain letters. I don't know if Boggle's right there, but I'm putting it anyway. Insect in many Nabokov texts. I've only ever read Lolita. But I know that Nabokov was hugely into butterflies. Was it Lepidoptery? It's about that. Transform is morph, so probably a moth then. What's OPA though? Jax's best friend in Sons of Anarchy. Opa? Maybe. Alright, we have only four more downs, then we'll get back to the game. Shows nervousness in a way. Twitches, I don't know. Wet and swampy. So fenny, boggy, marshy, kind. One's ilk. So respond to someone holding up moldy food in the fridge. Toss it. That's good. Through could be Wea, and that's enough for now. Good progress. Good progress. All right, like I said, about 20 minutes of game left, and then we'll have to say goodbye. Ghost Rock, good seeing you. Paging Peggy Hill. Wait, I know you're referring the what show is that? King of the Hill. Why are you paging Peggy Hill? And she's a Spanish teacher. Hello, Fernandez. It's good seeing you. Happy Sunday, Monday. Hope today's going well for you. So lizards are big happy right now, but it's gonna fall off very soon. I wonder what they ran out of. Is it Happy Monye? No, we only say Frye in this channel. Frye. Lizard people will make coal, and we're having stone coming in soon, so bricks are fine also. And then the jerky from Standard Meat makes for happy buddies. Good. Peggy's a Boggle enthusiast. Oh, is she really? I did not know that. She's a teacher that thinks she can speak Spanish. Yeah, I know it's a very funny bit that she's unable to do the things she actually teaches. I don't know what that's like, but. All right, flashy. So, we completed the very first mission of opening enough glades. We get 3 villagers. We already have unhomed people and tools and planks. Cool. And choose 2 more orders. So one is build a rain collector, or we already have 2 of those made apparently, or maybe build 2 of them. Not sure which one. Delve 37 drizzle water, so green water needed, and deliver storm water. Cool. Or reach standing level 2 with 2 trade route settlements. I'll take that one because I know how it works. With the one involving rainwater, just confusing. Build stone roads. I know how that one works. Good. So let's check out the trade building and see what routes could be done. We can send things to our buddies in Placid Plains, our first town ever. Placid Plains wants luxury goods and provisions. Smoldering City wants stones and roots. As of right now, don't really have any of those. We'll keep an eye on it for the future. Okay, we need houses quickly. I was going to put a warehouse here that is being made. We just need the fabric. That gets done soon. We want to put a hearth farther on. For now, though, we need people to live near here. Rain selected in season. Type rating depends on the season. Capacity in the top left end of the top bar. Oh, here we are. So I have stormwater saved up. I don't have clearance water or drizzle water. Thanks for catching that. Lots of stormwater already saved. Also, new building. Special houses? Special houses. We have very few humans, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to have that. Or I can do 1 reroll for free. The clan hall helps with brawling religion. Brawling and religion are actually humans and lizards both need religion, and lizards need brawling also. This building seems so strong because it gives 2 bonuses for lizards. All I want is for them to be happy. That's all I want. Goodness. All right, did I mark to get that house built? No, I talked about it and then didn't do so. I thought I had a possibility of finding a human house. I want to build a big shelter, actually. So move the makeshift out of the way for right now. And make a big house here, hopefully, so everyone can live in it together. I'm glad they don't really mind who they live with. Alright, so kiln is made. Stone becomes... Oops. Stone becomes bricks, so we can upgrade the road. Jerky is happening. Coal is happening good. We would like then to... do what? I had something in mind. Can't remember what it was. Warehouse going up also. Good. Alright, so to use the clan hall, I suspect we need to have weapons being made. They can be made at something. B? No. Control? Yes. Did I get the building for weapons? I either didn't get it yet or didn't build it yet. The scribe makes scrolls and ale. The rain mill makes flour. I do want to have that built also. Okay. Then we get flour made there. Got a bunch of unemployed people. The storm begins. Stop the woodcutting. It doesn't really matter. Hey, Lizard's down to 2 happiness. Lizard's having a real bad time right now. Well. That's what we say. Well. Everyone already has a home, unfortunately, so I can't help with that too much. I think I just ran out of their early game skewers. Okay, so here we want to start making... I need building materials also. So I want to start making flour, yes, but also building materials. And we have lots of wood coming in, so I'll stay with the lumber for right now. And then our buddies, the beavers, won't work there. Badgers, beavers, wherever they are. And then here, they're waiting on vegetables. So I'm going to allow them to use plant fibers again to keep the meat coming in. I gotta work on making things nice from the storm. I could just burn stuff. Totally forgot. More wood gets burned. We're down to 0 now. Everyone gets happier. We're fine. I do want to find coal. We could buy it for right now. And I'm going to stop burning normal wood in a moment here. Alright, stop that when the storm's over. Good. Stone cutter has no more stone. Alright. I have a spare stone cutting building over here already. I never actually put workers on the stone cutter. Whoops. So this one will move out of the way to here for now. The kiln can make coal also. I believe the kiln already is making coal. You're absolutely right on that. Thank you for reminding me. The kiln has coal marked, and jerky, and bricks. They're working on it best they can. Herbless, out of herbs. Okay. You deactivate and move to the junk heap for now. I'd like to cut down these trees just to get more space. I'll have to move a woodcutter over. One right here. This gets more space also. We're okay for the moment though. So move you to this location. And we have the main warehouse right next door. Alright. Let's learn about excavation. So no one prefers to do this job. We'll see what comes of it. Stonecutter's done. Here also. Just deactivate you. There we go. Okay, so with the kiln made, we now want to begin making proper jerky as well. The cookhouse for our final skewers. Skewers, that's a word. Bring me my skewers. A little bit of cut off if necessary. To give us some new cutters here. And I'm also going to mark the area back here to remove. I'll actually do it before I do this part. We need eggs and we need planks both to get that done. I feel like some part of my work queue is not quite working correctly right now. We're stumbling along okay. We are ahead on Queen's Happiness than Queen's Sadness. But probably something I should be doing I'm not. Number 1, look at all this food! As I said, clearly just throw a new hearth over here and get started having more stuff going. So, the hearth. And it will overlap a tiny bits. Can't go there, why? Why not? May have to have all the resources. Maybe it can't be a build site. You just click and it goes. So we need to have a little bit more bricks and a few more other things too. For now, we want to break that open as well. They're still working on this thing. Oh, no overlap allowed. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. So I thought the overlap would be cute, but no overlap allowed at all. There it is. And I'm guessing we don't need to make roads connecting all these things. Like we probably could instead say like totally independent territories. I don't know how that would work. All right, cutters. I do wonder eventually how like absolutely ridiculously sprawling our territory will be. Okay, we just want to focus on veggies now. Right now we have nothing we can use to make eggs, unfortunately. Alright, new glade is opened. What do we find? Another geyser. I think the mission of this map is do the geyser thing. You fool, why are you not doing geyser things? Just to go do the geyser things, please and thank you. We still have not found another ruin at all, so let's dig into some larger areas. Alright, forager camp. Is there anything more to forage? Some random wheat there. I had no idea. Okay, put you in the junk heap, which is, I guess, right here. And then move this one over to... oh, where'd it go? The forager's camp. Herbalist, stonecutter. Makeshift post. It should show me it has nothing or nothing with which to work. Hey, Anthony Rocket. How's it going, my friend? Hope we're doing well today. Ah, here it is. No, it's not. That's not our glade location. We'll find it eventually. For now, just make the wheat collector, please. I'll look for a nice green roof building. That will be it. So where is a spare green roof building that's doing nothing? Is it you? You're a farm. Hey, there you are. We found you eventually. And I think we saw there's another wheat area. It's the same one. Okay. So we can destroy this now. And then move the other one over straight away. You move here. Thanks. And reactivate it. Good. Flashy, flashy. Leather gloves. We get more reeds. I have no idea where to do reed production yet. The Fungal Guide. Ancient mushroom farming techniques are described within. Mushroom production increases +1 every time it's produced. We have no place to produce that, or stone production goes up. We're getting some stones right now. I hope it's not the only ones available, but we'll see, we'll see. I have too many workers here, given that they do not have the things they need to make what comes next. We can make mushroom flour for now, though. Okay. Wood cutting, we have a spare character. Good. Good. Cash is doing nothing. Get to work, please. More food, great. Some wheat here also, eventually. And lizards now have the jerky. Alright, so at least one group of people are being happiest. It seems like the lizard people are the ones who are easiest to make happy. think that's right. I think that's right. Did I make some kind of leisure building or fun time building in general? I don't see anything there to give happiness. The scribe will make us sheets of paper. Oh, the clan hall. That's it. The clan hall is what we need for making lizards even happier still. And I wanted to put it here, and it will go here, and it will be beautiful. Cool. I'm a little surprised and disappointed we haven't yet found any way of making planks that aren't the basic plank making, I believe. Also, here's the archaeology building. We can pick and upgrade as we want to. As right now, we have a location of close archaeology. And stone tablets reveal the secrets of ancient strengths. Scouts can carry more items. Now, for right now, I can pick one other one here. Carved in stone. Secret methods of dealing with threats are engraved in ancient tablets. Scout work faster on Glade events for 2 reputation points gained from Glade events. Cat. Upgrade is done. Hooray. Oh, do you only pick one of 3 here? Oh, I thought the other 2 because they were colored were already completed. Well, that didn't quite work out. We've got all the stone we need there. We'll put this over in the junk heap. We have 2 of them now. We don't need 2. So we'll deactivate and destroy you. Oh no, indeed. It's okay. Finishing Glade events is a fine way to spend our lives. Just need to actually do it. Oh no. Alright. It is storm time pretty soon. I probably should have gone to another one of the hostile areas. But. Traders here. We can't make cloaks yet. Buying cloaks will make the humans and the beavers happy, though I don't know if it's happy enough for any real positive outcome right now. Sure. We'll just buy 10 of them, which is enough to make them all happy for one moment. They're not that expensive, though. Let's go with 20. Okay. And then Sea Mirror's only 0.31. We got a bunch of copper, nothing to do with it, only 0.14. I'm going to sell 1 Wildfire Essence. That's what we need. Oh, sorry, 1 Wildfire Essence. With that, we can make 1 more Hearth still. So, nice jackets for 2 of them for the next little bit. It should help them to avoid despairing in the storm, at least. Good night, Chris. We'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'll be leaving in just 2 minutes. Very, very soon. Enough time to get into the storm, but probably nothing past that. Alright. So, as they're getting their clothes on, they get up to 17. It's not going to be enough to make true happiness for anybody. Reputational threshold here is 30, and 30, and 22. Okay. So, if I put lizard folks here, 100% greater yield on all of the kinds of camps, except for woodcutters. Brawling requires training gear. I think I have some of those. No, none. Nor do we have any incense. And they don't sell any here, unfortunately. Fine. More newcomers. Sure. People come in immediately homeless. Boom, boom, boom. How do you like me now? Bringing homeless people in during the storm. Not my finest choice. Still no special houses. That's okay. And we're almost at level 2 of hostility and terror and so on. And then 2 more orders. So make pastries or 5 trade routes of 15 at least. Someday we'll make pastries. And lastly, have 20 humans. That's a lot more we have. Or have a bunch of farming and make some crop piles. Sure, we can do this. It's not finding that Glade Ruin to rebuild has been kind of brutal. Unless I'm allowed to rebuild the archaeology site, and that counts. The things I've asked them to bring here, they don't have enough of. So let's instead do meat and cloth. We have both of those right now. I've had 3 workers just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Excellent. That's what we'd like to see. We got copper mining going at some point. I don't know what copper's used for yet, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. But, unfortunately, my friends, it is now 12:30 my time. I gotta head over to the local Koko Ichi, having a little bit of lunchtime curry. I'm gonna put some garlic on it, I believe, and that lovely pickled daikon. So good. But I hope you had a nice day. Thanks for hanging out with us. We should find someone to raid host to share the love of this community with whoever else is out there playing this game. Let me go and pull up, where is screen? Pull this one up. Nope, that's not it. Did I close my look at other screens page? Here it is. Accidental Wes Anderson will do it. Again, this is the lovely art museum I saw yesterday. See you, WW. Thanks for hanging out today. So we're doing directory, game against the storm. Who is a good rating target today? Look, it's me. It's Admiral Baru and then Resorty, as all things should be. Looking for a smaller streamer. Seems like it might be nice. Qui-Gon Josh. I love that name so much. So, do you respond when I say hello? This is your opportunity, my friend. Resorty? Hello, friend. We mute the game sign here.
Coats, oh my goodness.
Coats, oh my goodness.
Bless this day.
How's your playthrough? He looks.
The Resorty?
Ha!
Playthrough's going well. We're on the...
Okay, friends. Go say hi, please. Make nice words. Be friendly. We'll see you again real soon. And yeah, tomorrow, back tomorrow.
Purple one. Yeah, purple.
Appreciate you all very much. See you again soon.
Eric out. Out. Taco's playing. Free. Not on Steam. What is it?
It's first person shooter.